Cheat on the news.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah! Good morning! And welcome to episode 1128 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, January 20th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Mark's got Alec Baldwin, fast food horror stories, Florida, more horny police, and much more in the cup of coffee in the big time.
You said it.
That's a lot. Big old cup of Joe. We'll drink it down in a few minutes here. Pat's got a restaurant or bikini attack on deck. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah. You gonna say anything about my mustache?
Oh yeah, you leveled it out.
I creeped it out.
You lined it up. Very
Thinned
nice.
it out.
Very nice. Going with the pencil thin.
Yeah.
Very New Jersey. Very
Yeah.
looking like you're feeling right.
Can't get much thinner, you know.
One-
Feeling right at home
100.
in Rutherford.
That's 100.
That's it.
You don't
Wes,
even notice it. It's so thin.
Yeah.
Wes has something that somebody with a pencil thin like that might be used to. Tough love in the hole.
That's right. That's right. Tough love. We've all been there, you know.
Right.
And, you know, this is going to be a story of that.
Yeah,
It's going to be more of a discussion. I'm hoping for.
most pencil thins don't have like a strong father figure because they would have told him to taught him how to shave.
Right,
Uncles.
but then they're getting tough love from the uncles and the coaches
Right.
because
Stepdads.
they're fucking up a lot. Yeah.
Right.
And then I've got the Hive's funniest videos and much more in the Hive 5 to close out this week. Once again,
There you go.
Fantastic.
thank you for all the submissions. Lots. The Hive is buzzing as always.
What do you guys
announcement.
think is okay?
Let me just take care of some business. Sorry.
Oh.
If you're ordering a hat from
Man,
the store,
Friday.
our printer is being a fucking douchebag. Trying to figure that out right now. Someone ordered a hat. They're saying they can't fulfill these orders. Having a problem with it. So just
Can't send you a hat.
Goodness.
can't send you a hat right now.
But
Wow.
the new Comfort Tees, Florida Man Friday tee, it's in there. The Comfort Tees are so great. So much better. Such an upgrade. If you've bought some of our tees before, they go up to 4XL. The Comfort Tees, excellent.
They really are. I'm sure Pat had something better to say than we can't sell you hats. What were
Right.
you gonna say,
What
Pat?
was it?
Well, just quick aside on that. Hoboken, New Jersey is the embroidery capital of the world. But what I was going to ask you, I've been thinking about asking you guys this
and
for,
good pizza.
for 24 hours. I've been thinking about asking you guys this. Well, that's not true. I got my hair cut less than that. But what's the creepiest facial hair? You got two options: chin strap pencil thin, right, which you guys have seen me with before, or just a goatee, like a Jeff Bagwell goatee.
I would say extreme mutton chops.
Those aren't. Yeah, neither of those two creep me out as much as a chin beard.
Mutton chops that go like into a beard.
Yeah,
That
chin
beard
beard
creeps
is
you
the
out?
grossest.
Yeah.
Chin beard is the grossest facial hair to me.
Like the
Nothing
killer,
on the face, just
guy-
tons of hair under the face.
like Paul Hauser, whatever, the guy who won
Yeah.
the
Terrorist
won
or a
for
coke dealer.
Blackbird. His like huge old school mutton chops.
that freaks me out.
No, what's the
Wes?
guy? It's a pencil thin just mustache for me. Like what's his name? The director, the famous creep director.
He's not a creep.
Oh,
His
yes.
name is John Waters.
Skinny
He's
guy.
from Baltimore.
Yeah, John
he's
Waters.
a national
John Waters.
treasure.
Yeah, John Waters.
He is a creep.
That creeps me out.
I mean, he's doing that too creepy.
Yes.
Well,
That's
he's doing
part
a
of
good
his
job.
shtick.
He's doing a
All
great
right.
job.
Ooh, it's my penis.
eat this shit.
Yes.
Yeah, Pat. No,
There were two options.
Your fade and pencil thin combo not creeping me out at all. Looks nice.
Not creepy at all, Pat. Sorry. You look great.
Looks nice.
Do I look like Rich from LFO?
I don't know LFO too
Is
well.
Is that
maybe.
in the summer?
Abercrombie and
You
Fitch.
look
In the
like you
summer.
might
I'll let you-
belong to the LFO
Hell yeah!
group,
Remember
so
that
possibly,
one summer
yeah.
down at the
Yeah,
shore?
yeah.
Let's do the news though.
I like girls in Abercrombie that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
In the summer. All right, first up, a joke of the day, okay? So a detective wakes up to a phone call at 5 a.m. and is told he needs to urgently come to the scene of the crime right away. He rolls over and kisses his wife on the forehead, who's been through this exact scenario 1,000 times. She mumbles, "I love you," doesn't even wake up, still asleep.
Right.
He shit shower, shaves, and quickly gets dressed while his at-home coffee's brewing. He takes the coffee to go and is in his sedan and on the way to the crime scene by 5:19 a.m. Quick to the car. When he pulls up to the scene, it's already a fucking spectacle. Tape everywhere, flashing lights everywhere, guys standing around doing nothing, guys stomping through the crime scene like morons, getting donut dust and footprints everywhere. Finally, yeah, it's bad. Finally, our detective gets to the bodies, and it's just the worst, most violent shooting scene he's ever witnessed in his 20 years plus in the force. There's holes everywhere on the bodies. He gets nauseous, which is a rarity these days. That's how bad it is. At this point, he only has one question, which he raises to the CSI guy who's dusting around the bodies. So he leans over to him and says, Jesus Christ, was Alec Baldwin filming a movie here?
Got beef with the joke, Mark.
I wrote that one. That's me.
Well, it's a murder scene. That's the joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
You wish.
Oh, he's
Well, no,
getting,
literally, there was
we'll talk about him later. He's going to jail, Pat. Sorry.
a set of rust.
He's going to jail. Let's get into some news, though, before we get to him again. San Francisco's back in the national news again. That's probably not good, right, Wes?
You know what they do now?
Yeah, exactly. This time it was because this guy here, Shannon Collier Gwynn, he's an art gallery owner. He was arrested for taking lessons. Yeah.
Look at that combo of jackets he's got. So he's got a Patagonia under jacket. He's got like the Helly Hansen over shell. The dude's got like $600 of jackets on.
Well, I know
San
exactly what this
Francisco.
guy did. You'll know why he's wearing that shell in a minute.
Right. Well, he was arrested for taking Wes's pranking the homeless idea a little too far. He took it and ran with it. He was arrested for spraying a homeless woman who was sitting outside his art gallery with a hose.
Yeah,
And
this video. It was a viral video.
I don't even have the video, but look how casual
I
he
know
is.
his legs are crossed.
Like
He's watering his
this is
plant.
not a first time spray. It doesn't
Get
look
the
like
fuck off my porch.
Fucked up,
watering
bro.
azaleas out there.
that. Doesn't look like a first time spray. It looks like he's like shooing away a pesky bird. Yeah.
No, and she's all look at all the shit she's got on the ground there. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I'll
just,
tell you what
She didn't
the
move.
equalizer.
He told her to move.
The equalizer. There's two equalizers here. There's two equalizers. When you read this headline, and this is fucked up, no two ways about it. But when you read this headline, you're like, damn. The equalizers to this: both the sprayer and the spray old as fuck, right? And the average temperature in January in San Francisco, high 58, low 40.
Let's dive into it, right? It made national news. There's a lot of people that are either really, really mad at this guy for treating a human being like dirt, or there's a lot of people that are saying, so this guy gets arrested for spraying a homeless person, but homeless people can just hang dong and shit
Right,
all
they
over
can
the
just
public
set up
streets
shop.
and get away with it, along with the shoplifting and actual crime people are getting away with and bonded out for. So it's like a big debate. You're on one of the two sides, most likely. So what do you guys think? Should Shannon be able to spray homeless people with a hose or not?
No.
I don't think it matters what we think because in California he's always going to lose. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I think that other states probably he would get away with this, not in California.
I
It
can
didn't
empathize
help that
with
he's
him.
a gallery owner. It didn't help that the headline was gallery owner sprays hobo.
This is the problem, Pat. He's not very quick on his feet because he could have just claimed that he was doing an art exhibit and everyone would have creamed themselves. Brilliant. I get it. It's like a Banksy.
Listen,
Brilliant.
I know that if
Smart.
I owned a business
That would've been a
and
spin.
homeless
Would've been
people
a
were
better
camping
spin, yeah.
out front of it, I would eventually, if they didn't move, I would, try the 7-Eleven tactics.
Wait till you hear there's
But
a lot
eventually
of
the
San
hose would come out.
Francisco, dog. It's San
hose
Francisco.
would
Music
come out.
first.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere in San
Right, they
Francisco.
Then
shit
they'd
on
know
the-
not
they
to
shit
show
on
up
the
in front of my
sidewalk.
store
Yeah.
after a while.
So the
Yeah, but you
district
don't
attorney-
have
How's the
context.
shit on the sidewalk? Yeah.
Well, there's some context you're missing, too, which we'll get to in a second. The district attorney, Brooke Jenkins, said, the alleged battery of an unhoused member of our community is completely unacceptable. Mr. Gwynn will face appropriate consequences for his actions. Yeah, okay, lady. Sure, this is the worst criminal in San Francisco. Sure. This old-ass art gallery owner who, as you can see here, told her to move. He said, get the hell out of here. He told her to move down a few feet because her smell was turning away customers. Gave her a warning before spraying her with what was probably perfectly temperatured water that felt great. He was doing her a favor. She probably hasn't showered in weeks. Also, Gwynn told the local news that the woman who goes by Cora, which he knows, had been behaving belligerently just before he turned the hose on her. He said she dumped over his trash cans on the street, turned them upside down. She was spitting on him and verbally berating him. And he said he feels awful for spraying her. He can't even watch the footage of it it because he's actually friendly with her and has a soft spot with her. He's let her sleep in his art gallery several nights, and he even called social services and police in an effort to get her help, but found out that they just let her straight back out in the streets so she gets the hose again. And guess what's happening now? Guess what's happening now before you guys weigh in? People are vandalizing his art gallery to get him back for spraying a homeless woman with a hose. Real classy. How about you use your energy to help Cora like Gwyn had done several days instead of destroying this business, you fucking morons.
Mark,
I'm rooting for the Cowboys this weekend because the people of San Francisco don't deserve a fucking Super Bowl.
The problem is, like you said, the people of San Francisco, the policy in San Francisco is to put addicts and bums back out on the street so that they can live.
He's been helping her. He's friends with her.
They don't put people into places to get clean. They don't.
He's friends with Cora like that Santos veteran dog is still alive. You know, that he's friends with Cora. That's a fucking lie, bro. Let's be honest. He's not.
He's
not
probably better
with
friends
Cora.
with her than anybody else. She's a homeless person that sleeps on his stoop.
I'll tell you the last.
He's done more for Cora than any of the people that are vandalizing. Why don't they let Cora sleep in their $1 million houses?
Based on those photos, the last thing Cora heard before she got sprayed was, Cora.
Move, Cora. He said, move, Cora. You stink.
Yeah,
listen, Cora now.
I've let you sleep here for 5 weeks. You think you could get out of the way when I could have an art show today?
The cops aren't doing shit out there. So, he tried to get her help. He tried to call the cops.
She gets the hose again. But you should have said it's an art exhibit. Anyways, this next one I found particularly interesting because I folded like a bad poker hand and had Taco Bell for lunch today. Whoops. Whoops.
Idiot.
Whoops. Luckily for me, that was a Taco Bell in Austin, Texas, and not Arapahoe County, Colorado, in Aurora, Colorado, where a man was hospitalized this week for ingesting rat poison in his Taco Bell burrito.
Okay, but you did go to the Machete Taco Bell,
bad.
correct? Correct or incorrect?
Yeah,
you went to the Machete Taco
Correct,
Bell. Okay,
correct.
just want to make sure.
I did. That's yes, the Machete Taco Bell, which made news as well. So police were actually called to the Taco Bell at 1 p.m. this past Sunday, and when they arrived, they noticed a very heated exchange between a male customer and employees over the soda machine not dispensing the soda he wanted. Eventually, the man left after he was offered a fourth bean and cheese burrito for free. He purchased 3, and they're like, if we give you a 4th, will you leave? So that shut him up, and he left. And then allegedly, he's also a regular at this Taco Bell. He's constantly causing trouble, according to the employees, who said at one point in the past, he hurled the taco at one of their faces. So this guy's like always in there.
So they poisoned them on purpose?
That's what it sounds like, Wes.
He's that much of a regular?
Yeah.
Oh, do you think it was Ricin? Yeah.
Yeah, it was that.
Well, no, because they have the rat poison on the ready, Will, because they just, they got to poison the rats.
Well,
Like if you're outside of a restaurant, they got that little box, that little Pentagon box. That's full of rat poison.
There you go. So the thing is, like, the offering of all this information about how he's done all this might backfire on the employees because later that night, the same man was hospitalized, and after testing his burrito, like his body, he had rat poison. Then they tested his burrito, and they found rat poison in the burrito. And now they are investigating, it as like
clearly
the
they
restaurant's
put it in
doing.
burrito.
The cops are on the tip right now that it was probably the restaurant that did it, even though the manager says, this is ridiculous. We don't carry rat poison in the restaurant. We didn't do anything like that. It doesn't even make sense. It's ridiculous.
All right, well, how did it get in the burrito?
I don't know, but I do have a local news clip which has a little bit more information.
Nice.
Investigators in Arapahoe County say a man was hospitalized after eating at a fast food restaurant, and detectives are looking into the possibility someone put rat poison in his food. CBS 4 investigator Brian Moss learned of the investigation, and wow.
Wow is right. This all happened on Sunday. The man bought food at a Taco Bell restaurant on Smoky Hill Road, and that's where he argued with restaurant employees.
I'll tell you exactly what happened. I got into it with them Taco Bell employees again over the soda machine. You see, they serve Pepsi, not Coke. It is disgusting, which is what I was telling them.
At this time, it is labeled as a criminal attempt homicide.
Sheriff spokesperson John Bartman said a customer bought food at the restaurant Sunday afternoon. While here, he argued with employees.
Not the first time either. A few months back, I was explaining that Pepsi was holding him back, and the one guy, he says, is basically the same thing as Coke. And next thing I know, I'm seeing red, and I hurled my taco right in his face, apparently.
Hours later, The man called 911 and was hospitalized.
That hospital said they had a patient that had possibly consumed rat poison in his food.
Well, at first, I just thought I spilled some Pepsi onto my burrito, which is what caused the burning to my throat and stomach. But it turns out I was poisoned twice that day. The Pepsi and then the rat poisoning.
The manager of the restaurant called this ridiculous. She said they don't store any poison, any rat poison, here at the store. She said they've turned over all their surveillance video to Arapahoe County Sheriff's investigators, who are now reviewing that footage.
I'll tell you what they are, is rat bastards for serving Pepsi. There you go.
Wow.
It was over.
Right
it
about
was
the
over
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's an inferior
a common
product.
complaint.
man.
Common complaint at Taco Bell. So now I guess the big question is, since they did have an existing beef, this Taco Bell and this patron, who's framing who?
It's a good question. Obviously, it's one of two things.
Right. Somebody's framing the other.
He was causing such a big stink over the Pepsi machine, and it was the last straw, and they just put a bunch of rat poison in his burrito, which turned out that it was like a green color in the burrito. Or this guy rat poisoned himself.
Right. Which is,
Because he
seems
wanted
possible.
to sue Taco Bell. Yeah, he seems
No,
like a
man.
character.
You got to check with this guy's wife. You got to check with this guy's wife because it's entirely
Think this guy's
possible
married?
that he's this terrible at the Taco Bell. He must suck it home.
He's ordering 89-cent bean and cheese burritos all day and throwing them in people's faces.
Yeah.
Only,
married.
dude. Only after they smarted
He
off
was
at the
asking
mouth.
for it, the rat poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's
He
alive.
hangs out at the Taco Bell, just ordering one taco at a time.
We'll update you if he gets arrested or someone at Taco Bell gets arrested when we find out. He's alive. Wow. This next one might be even crazier than the Taco Bell rat poisoning. It's also a Florida Man Friday. Happy Florida Man Friday to you guys, to everyone.
Oh, thank you.
Got the Florida Man Friday to you, Mark.
Thank you. Full Florida Man Friday, get the shirt. Full Florida Man Friday episodes are over there at the old Patreon, patreon.com/hardfactor, or you can subscribe via Spotify. Also, the Hive Hour this week was pretty awesome. The boys are getting into that world of chatting with female inmates. So check that out.
That's fun.
And the new Patreon tiers, check
You
that
got-
out.
You got it. You got to see Florida Man Friday today. There's a guy named Len Tucker. You will not believe that man.
There you go.
And what Wes calls a Victoria's Secret too.
That's true. I do.
Okay.
Get to the bottom of it. The bottom of a few things on that episode.
That is intriguing.
Wes's take on Victoria's Secret when he's on the phone with the lady is pretty great. His ruse for calling Victoria's Secret
Oh yeah,
is
there's
pretty
a
great.
call. There's a live call.
That's awesome.
Because
live
his
call.
girlfriend's going on a bachelorette party and is buying some very expensive underwear to say the least.
Interesting.
He had some questions.
They just had to buy 2 get 8 free, and I had to stand in line with my wife for an hour and a half at that fucking Victoria's Secret mall. That was
Well, you'll learn about their return policy on this week's Florida.
You really will. You'll learn all about it.
there you go. But back to this Florida story. Do you remember the woman who was found in a well after what she claimed was a week of being trapped in a well, or a storm drain, I should say? And then do you remember it happened again?
Oh,
And she was
yeah.
found in a storm drain again 6 months
Drain
ago.
pipe lady.
afterwards.
Drain pipe lady.
And we were like, something's not right. She's running away and put herself in these storm
also,
drains, right?
Also, like her mom, I remember
Yeah,
during
her
the
mom
first
threw her
two,
under the bus.
her mom kept being like, "She's just a crazy meth head that
Yeah.
goes into the drains."
her mom threw her under the bus and said she was a drug addict. Her
But she
boyfriend
also
said
loves-
her boyfriend said she just like got up from the party and left, and then 2 days later was found in the drain. So her
But
mom
the
was thrown
two
under the bus,
videos of her
boyfriend-
getting rescued, she loves getting rescued though. Because the second time she got rescued, she didn't say shit about like this has happened before. Like she was really milking it.
She's addicted to making the news. Yeah.
Well, of course you remember her, obviously. Her name is Lindsay Kennedy, and this psychopath did it again. Lindsay had to be rescued from a... Yes, she did. Yeah. Lindsay had to be rescued from a storm drain she put herself into for the third time in 10 months.
You
third
think
time
this
in
is
10
the third?
months.
Mark, you think this is the third time? No. This is probably the 6th time. It's just the 3rd time she's gotten somebody to come and get her.
Right.
She's like
sometimes
Shredder.
sometimes she comes out on her own. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And nobody hears her yelling, so that she didn't get the
she's
cops.
like-
She's like, oh, shit, I got to try
she's like
again
the
next
rat
weekend.
from Teenage Mutant. She's like,
Splinter. She's got the secret of the ooze down there, man.
She did it again this week. Officers and firefighters responded to a call after a witness said someone was possibly in distress while swimming in the canal near Lindell Boulevard in Delray Beach, Florida. And that person in distress was strung out Lindsay, probably singing in a storm drain. Yeah.
Wasn't she in a different state one time?
She was, Pat.
Yeah.
Texas.
Texas,
Come on, dude.
She's on a tour.
She'll get the
When
storm drain anyway.
somebody gonna come
She's like when you go to
get
New
me.
Town, New Delhi, you try the Italian. She just
Yeah,
has
she
the
tries
storm
the
drain.
storm drain.
Yeah,
Pop
yeah.
in the drain.
Ooh, they all
How's this
everything.
one feel?
Everything is bigger in Texas.
She's got a rating app.
Looking around.
This is a big storm drain. When officers arrived to the canal,
She's just pressed up against the grate during a rain
yeah,
in the drain.
Oh, yeah. She likes her favorite place.
it's what she
Cut
does.
Face
three
first.
times.
She's like an autistic person with the.
This is a great drain.
When officers arrived to the canal to ask if she needed any help, Lindsay just completely ignored them and scurried like a rat into her favorite storm drain, crawling all the way into it. In the canal system, where she tried to stay once she crawled all the way in, but several first responder resources later, and Lindsay was pulled against her will from the storm drain for the third time since March of 2021, when she was pulled from, I believe, the same storm drain canal system in Delray Beach. And then, as we discussed, in the summer of 2021, they found her in a storm drain in Texas. People leaving a bar heard someone yelling from a storm drain, and they called the cops, and it was her.
Jesus Christ, man.
So she just loves to get like tweaked out and go down in the storm drain.
That's
It's a
what
safety,
she does, man.
Safety place. Safe place.
I'm down here.
Yeah.
I'm down here in the drain.
Can
Scattering.
you imagine a first
Lindsay!
date with her?
Quick, get Lindsay. She's going to make it to the drain.
Yeah. What are your
Do
hobbies?
you have any hobbies? Yeah. What are you into?
She's
You like
not missing.
hikes or anything? Well, sometimes I like to get fucked up and go in the storm drain for days on end.
She hears thunder outside and starts getting real fidgety.
Yeah, you know, some relatives are like calling the police.
Rain's
like,
coming.
I got a missing person, and her mom's in the background. She ain't missing. She's in the drain.
Oh, her mom's so mad at her all the time.
Guarantee it.
Hang up the phone.
So what's up with Lindsay? Is she not like nutty enough to get sent to what we can't call a loony bin? Because like she wants to
know.
live in the storm drain. So what are they going to do with Lindsay? They're just going to let her keep going. They should just let her live there.
I
This-
think
She's
when
unhomed.
when she's not on the storm drain kicks, I think she's pretty normal. So it's like, it's just like her manic episode is the storm drain, which you
Just
can't.
like every couple of weeks, she's got to just get down to the storm drain to
Right.
reset, to reground herself.
Exactly.
Okay.
She's an introvert.
Yeah. She sure is.
Introvert
Not a lot
the
of
storm
people.
drain.
Not a lot of people in the the drain. You get very peaceful.
Got to recharge down there.
It's my happy place.
Earmuffs from Mayor
Big difference than a sewer, by the way. Storm drain. Huge difference. It's not the same.
It's yeah.
Because
very
it's not
similar.
connected to the rest of it. I mean,
Yeah, it's not.
You mean because it's not doesn't have the shit in there?
Yeah, exactly. It's not human waste. It's you could really have a kingdom down there. Is what I'm saying.
street waste is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canal waste.
Runoff.
Earmuffs for Mayor Adams on this one. 2 NYPD officers were caught fraternizing big time at the Brooklyn NYPD personal car parking lot. They were fraternizing as hard as you can, fraternizing each other's brains out, if you will. You know, I'm talking about fucking. Apparently, the sex cries were so loud that a concerned
Bumping
citizen-
guns.
Yeah, pumping guns, popping them off. The woman was so loud during sex that a concerned citizen called 911 because she thought like someone was getting murdered in the parking lot.
That's awesome.
Must have been good.
Yeah, it was good.
Someone's vagina's getting murdered in the parking lot.
I think someone's having incredible sex within earshot of me. This all happened around 1:30 a.m. this Tuesday. Yeah, she was getting railed out at 1:30.
1:30 a.m. Yeah,
I don't know if that's
the
shift
car's
number.
like
Is that the second shift or the
Someone's
third shift?
treating a vagina like Rodney King in the parking lot of the police
Yeah,
station.
no kidding.
that's the late shift. Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be some riots.
They're kicking
after
the
that.
shit out of it.
So yeah, I don't know if that's shift number 2 or number 3. I'm not familiar. Probably different for different precincts, but I am sure this occurred because they were sick of hearing about that skank from Tennessee getting all the attention for being the cop that bangs. And they were like, "Oh, we'll show them."
Well, yeah, I mean, cops are notoriously horny all around.
Absolutely.
The Tennessee one was just, I mean, you never get caught banging the whole canine unit. Come on.
No,
This-
these two only bang each other apparently.
Right,
And
right.
not their spouses. When police arrived at the parking lot, they saw their now off-duty male and female coworkers frantically struggling to put their clothes back on after, quote, getting hot and heavy. And apparently these coworkers have been carrying on an affair for quite a while now, as the man's wife found out this past summer and stormed into the precinct to yell at him in front of everyone and confront the female officer back in June of 2021. Or 2020.
Not
like
an
that wives-
uncommon scene
Yeah.
for a cop for a police
Yeah.
station from what I understand.
I like that wives still do that.
There's a lot of
Yeah, it happens a lot in precincts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing was done to discipline either of them back then, and in fact, they were made partners afterwards. So they were just they were rolling around in the same squad car, fucking each other's brains out, while half of Brooklyn was getting mugged.
The chief was like, "Yeah, I get it. Your wife's busting your balls. Yeah, I'll put you on duty with your girlfriend. Yeah. No
Sticky
problem."
Look,
dog.
I don't think we should fight this. I think we should go with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone knew. So they just, it was an open secret. The two cops denied that they were having sex this time, by the way. I think they just claimed that she was screaming like something large was getting rammed in and out of her over and over again because she didn't like the music that was on the radio, right? Ah! Ah!
That was our claim.
Yeah.
We were fighting over the
We weren't having sex. The cops that arrived on the scene had their backs, though. They did not activate the body cams at all or even file a report. So it sounds like these two are going to get away with it again. No word on if the boy in blue was also the boy with blue balls or if he popped off before the narc neighbor got the other cops involved, but I'd like to think he popped off.
Yeah, he popped off.
I mean, if he didn't in the
Hope he
car,
did.
he was going to later because
I hope he popped off.
because his buddies didn't turn on the body cams.
No, yeah, I mean, he was like, why don't you just turn around?
Yeah.
Let me pop off on her.
So let's go to the locker room.
Yeah. Speaking of popping off.
The cream of the crop!
All right, we're back to Baldwin, right? Today's top story is obviously, that one-time A-list movie star, maybe still A-list, certainly the biggest star of the Baldwin family, Alec Baldwin, is going to be charged with involuntary manslaughter for killing 17 people on the set of his movie Rust with one squeeze of the trigger.
Wasn't 17, Mark. Come on.
No, it was actually only one person, cinematographer Helena Hutchins, but the one bullet also struck and nearly killed director Joel Souza. So he shot two people with one bullet, killed one.
All right, I got to
The
hear
old
about
through a
this.
person bullet. That's
So now, the New Mexico District Attorney's Office is saying, after investigating for over a year, this happened in October of 2021, so it was like a year, 13, 14 months ago, 15 months ago. So they've been investigating since then. They now said Alec Baldwin and that stupid armorer chick who was working her second film ever and got the job because of her dad will both be charged for negligently killing someone, which is involuntary manslaughter in the state of New Mexico.
That makes sense.
I feel like you got to charge the first assistant director as well because it's also their
I
responsibility.
think he already pled guilty.
Did he
So
already
he's-
plead guilty?
Yeah, he's already pled
wow,
guilty.
so that fucked the two of them.
Yes.
No, he pled out.
Yeah.
That guy. Woo.
It's like the Jen Shaw case.
Smart-
he already pled
smart
guilty.
move
I don't
by
know.
the
He
first
probably
AD.
got a slightly even lesser charge than involuntary
Yeah, he
manslaughter.
did for sure. Oh,
Yeah.
because he's cooperating against Baldwin and the armor.
So is this what the husband wants? Because I know they made her husband, the cinematographer's husband, a producer on the movie, which boggles my fucking mind.
It's what I want.
Okay, you want
Well, I think it's just what the-
Baldwin
I want
to go down?
justice. I want justice for Helena.
Pat, I think it's
100%.
just
He's been
I think
such
it's just
a
what
dick
the law
about it.
says.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just what the law says. It's not about what people
Right?
want.
Okay,
It's
because
what
like
the law
I don't,
says.
but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it because I think there's a
I mean,
different
how is
case
it not manslaughter since it was on his set
She
and
died.
his hand was on the gun?
His set is
He pulled the trigger.
his set is where we disagree. That's specifically.
But
what it
he
is.
was
It's
the
his-
executive producer. He hired the armorer.
No. He did
Pulled the
not hire
trigger.
the
Pulled
the
armor.
trigger.
Pull the trigger.
That's what I'm getting at. Well, so replace
Hand was on
Baldwin
the
with
gun.
someone. Replace Baldwin with someone else who is in the cast. That's because I
It
think
also
the
pulls the trigger.
yes, exactly. It's not their fault.
Involuntary manslaughter. They're planning
Well,
on
but that's
charging.
pretty big hypothetical then, because his
Yeah.
hand was on the gun.
What if?
No, but someone
what about
else's
a
hand on the
scenario
gun, same
where?
deal.
What about a scenario where Helena lives? Hypothetically.
Then we would be watching Rust right now, but
Exactly.
we're not. You know,
Well, he killed her. That's because he killed her.
Yeah.
They're planning on charging Baldwin with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. I don't know why 2, since only one person died, but I guess they just don't like him because, like what Wes said, his weird ass dickish response he's been having in the past year over this thing. And listen,
Well, yeah.
what has he been doing that you guys think he's being a dick?
No,
about?
the 60
his
minutes.
cell
The 60
phone,
minutes
his interviews.
No, the interview where he purposely went out and tried to muddy the waters of
yeah.
whether or not he actually discharged a firearm was huge. I mean,
said
that,
shit
that's
about her family
very
and
He was a
stuff.
dick to her husband.
yeah, he's a
that's
dick to her husband. Yeah, he was.
very against
and-
the process.
Look,
you know, it's
what do they
yeah.
say? Play
I think he
stupid
just didn't
games,
talk to the
Win
husband,
stupid
right?
prizes.
No,
His
no,
stupid prize is jail.
he was annoyed by him. Remember that he was
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't be talking to you. What do you want?
yeah,
Because he
he's
shouldn't
been
be
a dick.
talking. Shouldn't have been talking.
No,
He's
but he's
been a
still
dick.
he could have handled this 1,000 times
Alec
better.
Baldwin's
Any other
a
normal
dick,
human
and
being
he's
would have
going to
handled
jail.
it better, in my opinion.
This wasn't like an act of God where a lightning bolt hit Helena on set and she died. A gun was pointed directly at her and she was shot to death. People have to pay for that. Sorry. I mean, if Helena was a pigeon instead of a human being and Rust was being filmed in Italy, they would have hung Alec Baldwin by now.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but then
I
if
don't
he
want
had touched some kids, maybe
From
he
a
would have
Kevin
gotten
Spacey
Well, hold on.
statue.
Turin,
Will,
museum.
you're a mind reader because I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be this guy. Okay, but earlier this year I exposed a major bombshell in Epstein's little black book. Jimmy Buffett's in there. No one talks about it. Also, no one talks about what's the second name right there. Alec Baldwin. That's Epstein's black book. That's Epstein's Rolodex. Alec Baldwin. Just saying.
That's not good.
Just saying.
I think everyone knows Alec Baldwin's kind of a dick.
So he's
Right,
more
so
of
you're
a-
saying
more of a
since he's
skis.
on the Epstein list, he should get off because all the other Epstein list.
He already
people are being
got off.
protected.
You know what I mean?
Saying Jeffrey
He already
Epstein
popped off.
had his number. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right,
Well-
so all those people are being protected by the U.S. government, so should Alec Baldwin.
I don't think that's what Pat's saying at all. New Mexico is putting him in jail, though.
Pat
y'all.
was
He's
defending
going to
Alec
jail.
Baldwin. Then he told us that he was on Epstein's little black book.
I
No,
know.
Pat, that's
They're-
a sneaky
guys,
defense. I'm telling you.
They're
'Cause
totally
everybody else is
unrelated.
being shielded.
They're totally unrelated. If you haven't looked,
I think Pat
if you
just
haven't-
came around on Alec Baldwin. being a creep.
if you haven't gone to Epstein'sBlackBook.com, take a look around. I've been saving that one, waiting for an Alec Baldwin story. No,
That was
look,
the
I,
second
look,
name, huh?
I
Funny
don't
enough,
think.
Epstein's book coming up in the high five.
I don't think. Here's my thing. Well, okay, so Will, you're saying his set because he's an executive producer. That's where we differ in argument because I think
Right, yeah,
that
because
is
like
a,
he's
that's
the
a
main
credit. that-
payroll of the.
he's not.
movie.
He's not necessarily at all. He's not
Here's the-
necessarily
Pat,
at all.
here's
That-
the-
that's my
here's
that's
the
my
thing,
argument. I
Pat,
don't.
But
But
think
is it his
was.
production company and he's
No, it's not
the
his production
director?
company. Not his
Pat,
production
here's
company.
the, Pat, here's the thing: is he?
It was a credit. It was like, we'll throw an EP credit
He's
on
going to
it.
get charged and he's going to jail.
Yeah, I think then because his hand was on the gun and because he tried to muddy the waters about did he pull the trigger, I think that probably set the courts against him.
You can argue it till your face turns blue, but the motherfucker's getting charged and he's going to jail.
The charges are in.
Max
Well,
of
he's
5
got
years,
a
right?
lot of lawyers.
It's gonna get
right?
dismissed, guys.
You think it's going to get dismissed?
He might take a
How much?
plea.
Oh my God, dude, he's got so much cash. If you have cash, you don't go to jail in this country. That's
The
deal.
armorer is very lucky that she's getting charged along with him because
Oh,
he-
he's
The
not
armor
gonna,
needs to.
they're
The
gonna have different
armor.
lawyers, bro.
Hang the armor. Hang the armor high because that's who.
wait,
that's
wait,
who
wait. You
fucked
want
up
to
for
hang
Diddy.
the armor and not Alec Baldwin?
No, he loves
100%,
Alec
absolutely
Baldwin.
does.
He loves that.
Clearly.
Epstein
Pat just loves
creep.
Alec Baldwin.
He loves Alec
Wesley,
Baldwin.
Wesley, because if you
Okay
stepped
actor.
on a movie set, if you stepped
good
on a
actor.
movie
He's a good
set,
actor.
you have 100 things to worry about, right? And someone hands you a prop gun, like they
Thank
have
you for
100 times
defending me,
before,
Pat. I really
and their
appreciate it in
job.
this tough
You're
time.
welcome, Alec. You're welcome, Alec. And your job as
you,
the
Pat.
armor
Thank
is
you.
have one job. You just have one job, Phil Tippett. One job.
Don't you talk to my fat little piggy daughter, though. Don't you fucking think about it. She's a fucking disgusting fat pig.
It's not a bad.
Don't you
off
think
the
about it,
cuff-
Pat.
Put the hamburger down.
It's not about off the cuff, Alec. You should work on that. You could tighten that up. I mean, that was just bam, right? But my point is,
deep voice.
it's the armor's job. It's not Alec's job to know if the
Okay,
weapon's live
look,
or not.
Pat, no one cares. He's
Everyone
going to
else
jail.
said that they would check the gun, they would never point the gun. All these other
bullshit.
actors and experts
He's-
saying
he's-
Alec did
he's
everything
been in-
wrong.
He's been in 17
That's
movies where
bullshit.
he's
That's
a
bullshit.
gunslinger. It's not his first movie with guns.
Sometimes they hand you a gun and it's not even a gun. It
Why
doesn't
did he
even
pull the
fire.
trigger, Pat? It was you're not even. Didn't
'Cause
you
he's
say you're not
acting.
supposed to pull?
Complete mess.
You're not
I mean,
supposed to pull a
Russ-
trigger. You're not supposed to pull a trigger on not fake takes. You admitted that, so he already fucked up there. And that's today's cup of coffee, which was brought to you by Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. Something Baldwin won't be doing in prison. Anyone out there
Well,
looking
but
to
he might
kick-
get put in a pretty nice one.
He's going to go to Todd
That's
Critchley's prison probably.
Just saying, guys. Just
Chris
saying.
knows
Let's
butts,
do the ad. Let's do the ad. Anyone out there looking to kickstart a keto diet in the new year to melt off some holiday pounds? Like me. Green Chef is making it easier than ever before to keep keto with their brand new limited time Keto Kickoff 2023. Now you can find keto recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, plus meal bundles at the Green Market. Let's go. Keep keto the easy and delicious way. The entire Green Chef menu has been expanded. Now you can choose from 30 recipes weekly. Now you can also customize more than ever before. You can change your plan. You can go keto one day and not the next. You know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm keto. You know, whatever. You can go vegan if you want. Craving more servings of a favorite recipe? You can double the portions in your weekly order now. Just one click. Green Chef is offering more customization than before, including their new 10-minute lunches. So you can save time while eating healthy now. Also, it's the cleanest damn food out there in terms of waste. Green Chef is the only meal kit that is both carbon and plastic offset. With Green Chef, you're reducing your food waste by up to 38% versus grocery shopping. So if you want to eat healthy in 2023, like I've been doing, and go keto, well, besides the Taco Bell fucking stupid move, back to Green Chef tonight. You know, by the way, my favorite
Fucking
meal
you
again.
went to the Machete Taco Bell, Mark.
I'm a stupid idiot. But I'm back on Green Chef now. I mentioned it yesterday. I'm still in love with that almond crusted pork chops. They do great pork chops. It's delicious. All their meals are delicious. All you need is to go to greenchef.com/hardfactor60 and use code hardfactor60 to get 60% off plus free shipping. Again, that's go to greenchef.com/hardfactor60. Use code hardfactor60. Get 60% off plus free shipping. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well.
Does anyone remember Matthew Lesko's saying? Remember the question mark guy from the TV commercials in the D.C. area? He had question marks all over his blazer.
Yes.
He had a book,
Yes.
and he said, "Do you want what was it? Does anyone remember what
It was about IRS tax write-offs is what he was doing.
No, it was free money because it was grants. I think he's saying, "Do you like
grants,
do you like free money? You like free money?" Well, anyway, my point is, do you like free money? Because if you do, I recommend that you go over to your app store, download the DraftKings app. Just saying. This weekend, huge NFL weekend. You got the Jags, you got the Chiefs, you got the Giants, you got the Eagles, you got the Bengals, you got the Bills, you got the Cowboys, you got the Niners. And I'll tell you what's going down at my house, a boys' weekend. Because the game in Philadelphia is taking my lady out of town to go cover the game out there in Philly. So it's just going to be the boys getting on the DraftKings, responsibly taking
Making
care of
some money.
business. And making some money. I'll tell you where my bets are going, boys. They're going on the Eagles, absolutely. They're going on the Jags for an upset. They're going on the Bills by a hair, and they're going on the Niners. That's where my bets are going. The one upsets the Jags, but you can also make a wager using DraftKings, and you can bet just $5 and get $200. That was a free money thing I was talking about in bets instantly. Plus, all new and existing customers can take a shot at an even bigger payout with DraftKings stepped-up game parlays. Boost your NFL winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. That's absolutely insane. You know what my games are. You just heard my picks. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HARDFACTOR. That's one word. New customers can bet just $5 on an NFL divisional round game. Get $200 in free bets instantly. Absolutely insane. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code HARDFACTOR. If you saw the Kevin Hart commercial that they're doing, that's how fast it moves. It's in your account immediately. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details, please.
Get in there. Hey, before you move on, Pat, real quick, wait, take a breath. Josh Stevens, live, youtube.com/hardfactor news comment. And it's great when he said, I said I wanted rice in my burrito, not ricin.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
He got the ricin.
It wasn't as good as the man's actual joke about being poisoned twice that day, which I had a really hard time.
Yes. No, the Pepsi
pretty
spin was
fantastic
great.
that guy
And it makes
hated
sense
it.
that that's how
He
the
hates Pepsi
altercation
as much as rat
started.
poison, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. So last night, I've been getting fat, guys. I know you've been noticing. You haven't said anything. You think you're being supportive, but I put on 15 pounds in the last 2 weeks, just because I'm in one of those zones, changing meds, trying to quit smoking. I'm fat as shit right now.
Okay.
But two of the fat kid things that I've been doing, well, really twice I did it, the same thing. It was go to 7-Eleven. I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night. Go to 7-Eleven, get a full fountain Pepsi. Because
full body juices and sodas, those will just fatten you right up. Oh yeah.
Tell you what, in the state of New Jersey, though, you go to any soda fountain, Coke's always broken. I don't know why. It's a conspiracy.
Because it's overused.
Last night I get in there at 12:30. Just me and the 7-Eleven guy. He's breaking down boxes, and I can see him. He's in the you know where they keep the eggs and the fruit in the little freezer section, the fake fridge section that's open.
Oh, right.
That's right down the line from the Pepsi machine. Well, it should be a Coke machine. There's a Coke option there, but it doesn't work.
Coke machine.
I'm looking down at him, and this is the second night in a row I go to hit Coke, and guess what comes out? Just clear
Yeah,
soda water.
Because they didn't change it. Speaking of which,
change it.
Eric, I think we need a poll up because Colin Phillips says Pepsi is way better than Coke, which is I don't know if he's trolling or what. But let's get a
Absolutely
poll
stupid.
Up. Poll up
Absolutely
of Pepsi
stupid.
and Coke. It's insane.
99 to 1%.
I'm looking down the bar at this guy. This is the second
80,
night.
20.
He's breaking down his boxes, just me and him. So now's my shot. And I know this guy tends to his fountain drink machine. I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't keep the straws there. So, and I asked him one time, I said, what's up with that? People messing around with the straws? And he goes, here's your straw. And he gave it to me, keeps him behind the counter. At the cashier, he didn't even answer my question. But he knows that they're not
he's
there.
just like, fuck, I don't give fucking straws
Someone's
away
doing
for free. What do you think, they're
someone's
free?
doing something with the straws. So anyway, I hit the
Stealing
Coke
drugs
button,
with 'em.
soda,
Yeah.
and I hit the Coke button. It's just soda water, and I go, Coke's out again, huh?
Yeah.
Threw it right down the line, right down the bar. And you know what he did? He heard me, didn't look up, looked down, and I had to fucking drink a Pepsi. Someone explain to me what's going on in the state of New Jersey.
That
'cause you know
guy's
what
in
I'm
with
talking
Big
about.
Pepsi.
It's
That guy's in
because
with Big
everyone
Pepsi.
gets Coke. So what happens is it like sells out, and he just doesn't go in the back and change it because it's a pain in the ass because it keeps selling out.
Does it? But a guy who's that tight with the straws, does he sound like he
How
doesn't
many?
change
Yeah.
out the
What
Coke,
I want to
the
ask
Coke
you right now,
syrup?
Pat, is how many
Maybe he's
homeless
out.
people are in your area? Because
Zero.
This sounds like zero. Because it sounds like he has to hide his straws from people who are like constantly taking straws when they shouldn't be, and it
There's
also
lots of
sounds like
high
a lot
teens.
of people are getting Coke refills.
High
like,
teens.
constantly.
A lot of cocaine and Coca-Cola usage.
A
going on
northern
there.
New Jersey high teen is a different type of high teen than you've
It's almost like
experienced.
a homeless person, right? I got
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
they
the
replace
theory is that
He's defending against them. Yeah.
he doesn't want. He's just the manager.
Last
He
of Us.
doesn't give a fuck, and he knows that more people will come in to get Coke, and he just doesn't change it because he does now. It's like keeping the bathroom, locked. He doesn't want people coming in to use it. He doesn't want to deal with the Coke machine. He doesn't want people to come in because
He hates profits.
He hates people.
Yeah, but it's
He
false
hates-
advertising when you have that
Guys,
Coke up
he's
there.
58
It's
years
frustrating.
old and he's there all the time and he has an air of confidence about him. He's not just the manager. He owns the place. And this is one of those machines that has every option. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Right. It's like this touchscreen.
Not the sweet one that you see at truck stops, but the
got
one that
80
has
different
every
buttons.
option.
Yeah.
Exactly. But not the cool
Oh,
one.
it's like the double wide. It's the
Yeah,
double
exactly.
wide.
It's the double wide.
Yeah, the double
Double
wide.
one.
I got you.
Then and fucking something's not going to work in there for some reason. It's Coke, but we're not talking about that,
Touchscreen's
guys.
the best.
The touchscreen is great. That's the best part of road trips, honestly. you can get a Pepsi
you get
or a Coke,
flavored. It's
whatever
so
you
good.
want. You can mix Pepsi and Coke. It's fucking crazy. Anyway,
Nick
look,
Foster has joined the best tier.
Golden elbow.
The golden elbow.
Nice.
And
We'll
he
talk
goes-
about
Shout
who
out.
else is in the golden elbow in a
Shout
little
out
bit.
Jags. Duvall.
and if you're sitting there saying, "Who the fuck is
yeah.
Nick Foster? And what the fuck's the Golden Elbow?" Well, guess what? We broadcast the show live now every evening, right at the same time we used to tape it. Now you can tune into it live. You can get Hard Factor 3 or 4 hours early. It still obviously is going to be in your pod feed in the morning at midnight.
Tell
Every
you who Nick
every
Foster
evening.
is. He's a bigger fan of us than you listening, probably.
So what are you doing about that? Get on Patreon, join the Golden Elbow. I got to get to my story, guys.
go.
No, it's okay. I just had to get that Coke thing off my chest. I'm sorry. Thank you for listening. Because okay, so we talked about this. I don't remember when it was, but it was a while back. We talked about we always talk about restaurants, but this is a bikini situation. Do you guys remember we were talking about these bikini baristas? Do you remember we talked about those ladies?
Dude, there's one that we followed on Instagram that has almost gotten us all divorced or in trouble because this
Yes.
Philly barista, she's basically nude and posting it from the bikini place. I mean,
I
it's
always
the skimpiest
purposely
outfits I've
don't-
ever seen.
Don't
Surprised she's
scroll
still
from
alive.
the main.
Yeah.
so I don't accidentally.
I thought she was the subject of the story, which I won't spoil, but I'm surprised it hasn't happened to her. Yeah.
We follow, and I think it's probably Intern Jackson. Shout out Intern Jackson. We follow a lot
He's
of
so
thoughts
horny.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
He's so fucking horny.
So horny.
And he's so liberal too. Like he's such a horny liberal guy.
He's
anyway,
liberal with his liking of
with his
Instagram
likes.
page.
Well, we
He's-
follow we follow so many young hot chicks. I have no idea who they are. As it must be Jackson following.
Yep. Loves it. He's so
That's
horny.
Hard Factor.
Okay.
It goes-
All right. So it's a thing. It's not very popular, guys. It's not very popular. You may not have heard of it. Might not be in your neighborhood. The literal establishments are like this. Now, could you just describe this establishment to the people? If I can put it up
Looks
here.
like a chicken shop where you buy rotisserie chicken out of her.
Right.
You know, it's
It's
a
like
shop
one of
in the
those-
middle of a parking lot.
drive-through coffee shops in the middle of
Yeah.
the parking lot. Yeah.
Right. The colder places you live, the more of these you have. Like a quick espresso shops. Because
And I mean, just to paint the picture, if it's like the Philly barista chick on Instagram, it's like a health hazard. The outfits they're not wearing.
100%. 100%. There's a reason there aren't chains.
It's hot, but it's disgusting that food's being
very
served.
regional. It's
Right.
very regional,
And
Mark.
this one's
Hasn't
painted all
caught on
pink, so
nationally.
Yeah.
It's an espresso stand-up shop, and usually these are just like little shacks of wood. But this is a shack of wood that's been painted pink, so you know that they wear bikinis, I guess.
Right. I think they call the technical terms
for
a
pussy.
kiosk. Sometimes you see a kiosk like you can get a key made in the middle of like a strip mall. That's kind of what it is. Not very classy. Maybe 400 square feet tops. This building is okay.
Middle of
So
the
a
parking
truck-
lot, nothing around.
for sure.
Middle of the parking lot. So the bikini, the bean.
Really
Kini-
common out west, by the way. This
Okay.
this whole thing, like the in the parking lot little espresso stand up thing you drive through, very common. I've got tons right by my house.
Today's story is in Auburn, Washington, which is about as far west
Makes
as you
sense.
can get, right? So Bikini Espresso is the name of this company, okay? And this is a place, a female-owned coffee shop, which you gotta love, where baristas serve coffee in lingerie and bikinis, okay? And they open at 4:30 in the morning, real early. Like honestly, that's earlier than most coffee shops. I don't think Starbucks
What
is even
time?
open at 4:30.
You got to get early.
a.m.
Not
Yeah.
5 or 4:30. That's you got to get up early if
I'm
you're
Googling
serving
when
coffee.
Starbucks
That's
opens.
really early though, Will.
think
Like
At
five.
least 5 though. 5 at the
as a
latest.
night owl, sometimes you got to wait till 5:30 to get coffee. 4:30 is early as fuck to be open. But look, these cats
people
are.
gotta drive
Five
long commutes.
5 a.m. or 5:30 for Starbucks, bro.
There you go. So they're up early.
They're losing business. That's why these things are so popular out west.
And let's be honest, this is a coke shift. Let's be honest. You're
Yeah.
coming off your strip club shift. You're coked
Yes.
out, and you go. Okay, so
It's
your
nighttime
day
for
ends at
them,
noon.
man.
Anyway, that's not important. Okay, so guys, January 16th, 5:06 a.m. This is 36 minutes after the coffee shop is open. I doubt they've seen that many customers. By the way, someone needs to contact Bikini Espresso and be like, really? Like, let's think about efficiency here. You shouldn't open that early. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your girl's time. Anyway, this is what happened, guys. A
5
truck
a.m.
pulls
for
up.
my shops, by the way. The
A
human
truck
being.
pulls up, a Chevrolet. If you're a car guy, you'll know that. If you're not a car guy, you'll know it because the guy who's driving it has the word Chevrolet tattooed on the left side, on his left forearm, right, which is what's hanging out of his Chevrolet, okay?
I love Chevrolet.
If you're curious what the make and model of the vehicle is, it's a Chevrolet. They only have two trucks, the
He
Silverado
has,
and the
he has
Colorado.
like a rock. Yeah.
Like
Yes.
a rock.
Text-
I was
text on
born
his
to go to
forearm.
coffee shops. Like
And guys,
a rock.
this is a Chevy Silverado, a car that I used to own, a car I love. It's a fantastic truck. I don't know if it's a trail boss, I can't really tell. But this is what happened, guys. He pulls up to the drive-thru. He tries to grab the bikini barista out through the drive-thru window and pull her into his Chevy Silverado and presumably do God knows what with her. He grabbed her.
Dude, he's going to do the worst things possible.
He
Do you
grabbed
have
her.
the video- Do you have the video?
I have the video. I'm going to play the video in just a second. He grabbed her, and in his right hand. So he asked for $5 of change, five $1 bills. She gives the $1 bills.
So that she would be able to, so she'd reach over to him.
Exactly. With his left hand, his Chevrolet arm, because it's tattooed on his arm, he grabs her. With his right hand, he reaches across his body, and you know what he made? If you're a hunter, you might know what this is. It's a snare. He made a snare with zip ties.
He made a zip
Bikini
tie
zip
like
tie.
snare?
Yeah,
he,
zip tie
like a
tie.
lasso. Like
Yep. Well, but if he pulls back, it's going
Right.
to tighten, right?
but he made it like so it could go around her neck.
I couldn't tell if it was her neck or her arm, but he
was
was
going
trying
for
to
her neck.
snare her. And look, you know that wasn't the end of the zip ties. Here's the video.
Like a hair?
Like a rock. Here, shove it. Oh. You gotta play
Here,
it again.
I'll play it again.
Also, you come here. All right, zip ties, zip ties.
Oh,
Damn it,
shit.
Keep the
He
five.
is a shitty criminal.
Keep the 5.
All the dollars just
One more
float
time.
to the
You come here.
floor.
All right, zip
Look at the
ties,
zip
zip
tie
ties.
thing.
Damn it,
Mister.
keep the five.
That's
The
scary.
audio's
That's
incredible.
so scary.
Are we sure
I know.
that's a
Well,
snare?
Yeah.
no
zip
one else
ties.
has the audio. I
That's
didn't.
exclusive, yes.
I'm positive, Wes. I looked really
You hear him?
close
He goes,
at it.
zip ties, zip ties. He called it out.
Right? I mean, that's what he. Yeah, I mean, like if you're just listening,
This
at
is
home
a
not
scare,
watching-
he said.
Snare you.
when he said, I cut it off with the full video. He says, "Yeah, it's a Chevrolet." Right before he reaches for.
I'm as strong as I can be.
Can you guys make your screen big, boys? Make sure your screen's big. Can you see what it
So
says
does that
right
really
there?
say Chevrolet?
Yes, one article had it wrong, and it would have been equally trashy, the word Cleveland. But if you zoom in, it was Cleveland or Chevrolet. It turned out to be Chevrolet. He has Chevrolet tattooed on his arm, guys.
I can definitely see the
I got
T.
Cleveland on the other.
Yeah, and I'll be dead honest with you. That led to his downfall because as he's pulling away, even though
Nobody
this is,
has
Well,
that
that
tattoo.
and then his license plate is on camera. there.
cannot read it. Cannot read the license plate, guys. It's unreadable, unfortunately. So it was his love for one of the big three that got him caught. Just 16
that
hours
tattoo
later.
is so unique.
Kind of looks like
Yep.
minus the tattoo. It could have been any one of us besides Pat.
Well,
Yeah.
he's our age.
Well-
He's 38. His name is Matthew
Yeah.
Darnell, and he
Kinda
lives
looks like
in
a-
Washington.
Kind of looks like from the side, like a blend of me and Wes.
He was angry.
Good
what
thing
the
you guys don't have
fuck?
Chevrolet forearm tattoos. Though.
Guys, I want you to think about
Can you
this
imagine
critically.
him practicing at home, like practicing on like a mannequin or something?
Come here.
I'm getting
he's
good.
standing in front of a chair. He's
Yeah.
sitting in one chair, trying to do it to another chair. So he's simulating being in the
Yeah,
truck.
I'm almost ready.
He's like doing it to like his mom. Why you keep doing this?
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid.
What the hell are you doing? Mom, I'm almost ready.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a strong grip. Did you see how easy it was for her to just get the arm back? Like this dude,
But
He
couldn't even wrist
he
control
panicked, right.
a girl.
Mark's
He
right,
panicked.
Yeah.
He panicked.
He wasn't ready.
He panicked. He's 6 times her size.
he pulls out a fucking.
And then look at him. He's like, he stops. Like, should I go back? Should I go back? And then
No, he
back out.
stops for the money, Mark. He
he
stops for
doesn't.
the money.
No, he
Dude,
didn't.
that guy-
No, watch. He stops because he's thinking about getting her. Look, see, he's like, her. Oh shit.
It's a good thing that he didn't
The
get
worst
through with
attempt
this.
ever.
Yeah, exactly.
He would have killed her.
No, he's not ready for this life.
Oh,
He's
boys,
not-
boys.
He's obviously
think
too
it's
big
human
of a bitch.
trafficking, or-
No, he couldn't.
Boys,
he couldn't.
it's
just to be a criminal
5:06 in the
general.
morning. It's
He
the
needs to stop
start
at
of
this.
the early work day. Think about this shit.
They already
This-
arrested this dude.
The sun is
Thank
up.
God.
35 minutes from when he's trying to do this shit. This is the morning.
What's he gonna do? Just like pop her in the face, knock her out, or he's just gonna like drive with her on her
Oh, he's
lap
gonna do
like
all
she's a
kinds of
dog?
bad stuff.
Once he gets her in
But
the
his
car,
grip isn't even strong
what is
enough
he gonna
to
do
grab
with
a
her?
wrist.
She's gonna be flopping around like a fish in the car. What's
Yeah,
he gonna
point a
do?
gun at her, probably.
He's an idiot.
Luckily,
You know that he definitely imagined it in his
with a
brain.
weak grip.
Him
Going
just
so
perfectly
smoothly.
snaring her, right, and then
Yeah.
ripping her out of a drive-thru
Oh, it's going
window.
easy.
Well, then he was like, once she's in the car, she'll fall in love with me.
Yeah, she'll
Like,
sit quietly right there.
Yeah, she'll sit, and then I'll tell her how I've been appreciating her from afar for a while now, and
I got a snack for her and everything.
it's not just this one tattoo. I've got a tattoo of her name as well, and we'll be.
It was the
we'll be in
Chevrolet
love.
tattoo that got me.
What a
God
loser.
damn it!
Well,
It was the
also
Chevrolet
like now with
tattoo
that,
that got him.
with can people in jail that he's going to see that video? Because if
Yes.
they can, he is.
Oh, big time. So,
fresh
so,
meat.
so
yes.
He
he
is
was
fresh
arrested.
meat.
He was arrested. He had his
What are you
initial
in for?
hearing. So I
Trying
believe
to
he might have
snare
been he might have been arraigned for some reason. For attempted kidnapping, he's on $500,000 bond. He's at King County Correctional. 14 hours later, they had him in custody because fucking dumbass with the Chevy.
That's probably
tattoo.
10 years, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Some guys may
kidnapping's
challenge
life.
him to. Hey, you
Well,
want to have a
yeah.
grip
Attempted
contest,
kidnapping.
bitch? That
I don't know
might
what
be like
attempted
one of
is,
his first
but-
things, one of his first conversations.
Anyway, insane. Kidnapping, by the way, should not be life because people a lot of times get murdered because they're kidnapped, and then if you get caught kidnapping, it's life. So they say,
It's
"Fuck
up
it, I'll
to
just
10
kill
years.
him."
It's 10 years max for attempted. So he'll probably get a couple,
he'll
and
get
then
the-
do it again.
Yeah, he will. He'll get the book thrown out because that's bad tape.
That was
Anyways,
premeditated, big time. I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah.
made a device.
It was-
with the
Yeah.
zip tie.
He made a snare.
Oh, good. You're
We all,
working today.
I mean, they need to fucking search his houses because what if he tried to do it before? What if he got? What if he got
His
somebody
search
before?
history, he probably is like that Walsh guy. He's probably got like how to
Oh,
build
my
a snare.
goodness.
It's to snare someone. How to build
Hey,
a zip tie thing.
Yeah.
Real quick before we move
How do you
on,
make someone fall in love with you?
Maybe I should start a
The
business
woman-
selling these snares.
the woman
Like
who
an
works
Etsy shop or something.
He's got YouTubes of him practicing on things.
yeah.
Guys, the woman who works at the that shift in particular wanted to remain anonymous, right? But I do have four photographs of women that work there. So I don't know if this is her, but it could be, and it's definitely
probably
her,
hot, usually.
it's her colleagues. So it's going to give you an idea of what kind of women. If you want to go patronize these women without a snare,
Yes, please do
snare
not try to kidnap any
in
baristas.
Washington. Here's one of them. Hey, I got your coffee.
hot.
That's the
Ooh,
one.
do you want your coffee and some
Also
lingerie?
hot.
I would
Ooh,
snare
little
the first one.
pasties.
I would snare her. Yeah.
Yeah, nice butt
Snareable.
on the third barista there, and then great tattoos on the fourth. There you go.
Yeah. So because I don't think her arm had any tats on it.
No,
Right.
it was
Well,
clean. It was one of the
couldn't.
clean
Yeah.
arms.
It was clean.
Also, it's like, why are you gonna go try to kidnap a person that works at a coffee shop? Is so stupid because it's one of the most alert people in the workforce. Period. Is someone that's working at a coffee shop. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they're gonna
He's
be
been
jacked up.
eyeing this chick for a long time.
I'm trying to find Philly Barista, but I think she's been snared.
yeah,
She's on
she's-
Instagram.
Well, also
Yeah,
like
snared
he's
a while
lucky.
ago.
When I'm at the drive-thru of one of these things, it's usually trucks like that. It's like dudes who are like on their way. Like he's lucky there was no other dudes. I'd imagine that would be a place where if another dude saw you doing that, like you're liable to get your ass kicked hard at one of those.
He
stands.
was on the way to a
Yeah,
construction
dude.
site.
Yeah, usually it is like a bunch of construction guys like all lined up to
the
get
street
coffee.
justice for
Yeah.
sure. But he was caught immediately.
Right, he knew that there was nobody watching him. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Not at
Well,
a
yeah, I
Starbucks
mean,
line.
that's-
he'd get away with it at a Starbucks
By the time the
line.
video became public, he was already arrested.
Right. I mean,
wow,
5:30,
that's
five,
so
five,
clear,
o-
yeah,
5 or
Chevrolet.
6 a.m. Yeah.
Like
Bye,
a
buddy.
rock, my grip is weak as shit.
Yeah. I'm strong as I could be.
All right, guys, I
It
want to
wasn't
hear
enough.
I want to hear what you guys think about this.
Zip tie, zip tie.
I'm gonna play you guys.
No, move your head in. Move your head in.
This isn't working like I thought it would.
All right, I'll be back tomorrow.
Remember, this was a Ford.
I'm gonna play you guys a couple of videos, and in the videos, you're gonna hear a woman, Marcella Hill. She has a ton of followers on TikTok for health tip stuff, and she's going to explain that her and her husband are having a baby, and while searching for a name, they were looking at their family trees online, and wouldn't you know it, they found out they were related. And here's the first video. Also, they're from Utah, so probably lots of this going on. I would imagine with all the Mormons and such
smaller
out there.
states,
So
yeah.
here's the video.
Publicly told anyone that I accidentally married my cousin. I was sitting on the couch looking for names for the baby that we were about to have, and I was on Family Search. Oh, look, Grandpa's name, Grandma's name, great-grandma's name, great-great-grandma's name. Husband's next to me on his own Family Search, and he's like, oh, that's funny. We have the same grandma and grandpa's names.
This is disgusting.
I look at this line, and it's all the same as mine. So I think, oh, no, you're still logged into my account. Then we start looking at it, and we realize my grandpa is his grandma's first cousin. So he calls his grandma, and I call my grandpa,
So
and we
they're
ask them
third
if they
cousins?
know each other. Sure enough,
So
sure
they're-
do. They lived together when they were growing up as children. We are third cousins.
A third.
Third.
We have won a prize for being the closest related in a neighborhood activity. And when I go to my
That's a
family
horrible
reunion,
prize.
he gets to go to his too at the same time.
Why
Yeah,
are they giving out
horrible.
that prize?
She's really annoying.
So Family Search is a Mormon website. It's one of the best ancestry websites. There's three big ones, but Family Search is straight up run by the Mormons.
I figured
This
that.
Which is great.
Barely,
It's
barely
free.
legal, right?
She was joking about in Utah it's legal. She was joking about the prize, right? They're not really
course.
giving out a prize for
No,
closely related,
they
right?
were- She
That'd
she
be
wasn't
weird.
joking about
That'd be
the
a weird prize.
Now
She's just
everyone
about as funny as a Mormon could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so just to reiterate, pregnant, married, find out their grandparents are first cousins, making them third cousins. They're blood related. Okay, this is blood. If you listen to Half
Sort
Pack
of.
of West with Wes, you know how I feel about cousin sex.
Third
but
cousins.
what do you guys think? How do you guys
Have you
handle
seen how
this?
hot? Have you seen how hot my cousins are?
Let's say you're dating a girl, okay?
yeah.
Let's say you're dating a girl. No real commitment, like an unexpected blessing happen, like Pat and I have. No marriage. Does it
she's
weird
already
you out
pregnant,
enough?
though.
Does it? No, she's not pregnant. You guys are just dating, and you
I
find
know, but
this
I'm
out.
saying in this scenario,
Absolutely.
she was.
In this scenario, she's already pregnant and married. So
yeah,
but
you break up if it's
break
just
up.
you're dating.
Okay.
100%, dude. What do you think? Like,
What if
why
you're
are you
in
gonna,
love?
You don't want to field all those questions
man.
about like, oh, you guys are cousins, huh?
You don't have to
Well, that's
tell
weird.
anyone. She's the idiot who told everyone.
Everybody's gonna know eventually.
Yeah.
Third cousin's
Especially
not
them.
bad,
They
bro.
live in like a town like where everybody finds out. I don't know.
I mean, which is worse, the fact that they're Mormon or third cousins? You know what I mean? Like one ranks
Third cousins.
above the other.
100% third cousins.
Right. Oh. Yeah, I was going to
I mean,
say
you
that
know-
too.
It might make it a little like hotter because it's taboo, but if I like with friends like
Pornhub
us,
is loving this, bro.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Third cousins.
friends like
I
us,
bang
this is
your
an
third
ace in the
cousin.
hole that would be pulled out in
Control
a mean
her.
spirited fight
Exactly.
immediately
That's what I'm
by
saying.
Mark or like
I couldn't
it's an
have
ace in the
this-
hole.
Dude,
I couldn't
the,
have this
oh,
this
you make fun of-
information
you make fun
hanging
of them
over
so
my
hard.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new Pornhub ad is like the new join the game where you can bang any step sibling you want.
Right, I know.
Step is one
Corner
thing.
her
You're not
in a
blood related.
room and
Yeah.
have your way with. Well, they're not really.
That's
step,
totally
bro.
different.
Step sister,
step
step
is-
I
cousin.
know that in the porns they're not.
They
but
say step. They don't. No, I know
Also-
that. What I'm saying, Wes, is they say step just to make it mainstream, but really, if you magicify it, it's you know what I'm saying.
I looked this up.
They're
so-
implying that it's.
Have you ever
You
seen
know?
a porn where they're
never
like
thought
they're like
about
too
that.
into the characters and they're like, "Oh, mom," and I'm like, "Oh, I got to get off this one." Like it's just
Yeah. Why did you say step? Why
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
say
Yeah, I don't know
step?
why incest porn is so popular. It's weird.
Get me out of here.
Like, looked it up.
Do you think I just forgot?
Taboo.
Second cousins legal to marry. Third
Okay.
cousins
Fine.
very legal
It's
to marry.
encouraged. Yeah.
So just not first cousins. Okay.
dude. I
First
think
cousins
second
will cross some eyes, bro.
What if
I
you guys
think
are
third-
engaged? What if you're engaged and you
Second
find this
cousin's
out?
too close. I think third cousin's borderline, and you don't want to tell anyone.
If you're
I
engaged,
think
you
it's
find this out.
okay.
What's
So
the
first things
statistics
first,
on if it's
your
gonna mess
family.
up their kids? That's the most.
That's a
know
great
about
question.
the
First things
30
first. Is your family going to be weirded out by it? Do you want children? And what do
Yes.
the doctors say? Well, dude, maybe not. Maybe your family wouldn't be weirded out. Dude, first cousins get married. Well, Eleanor Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt were what cousins, right? They were like second
Wow, look
cousins.
how healthy they were.
Well, I mean,
All right, so Keenan
Picture
did
of
the
health,
res-
those two.
Keenan did the research for us. He says third cousins only light mental illness, right? Second and first is where the extra body parts happen. So I think he already
look,
looked it
and
up for us.
yeah, no one in my family bangs cousins, and we got deep mental illness. Like, it's not that bad. They were fifth cousins. Fifth
Yeah,
cousins.
only light mental illness. That's all you're doing. You're
was
just,
joking.
You're just
He
taking
was-
a risk of giving your kids light mental illness, right?
What if you don't want to have kids?
Okay.
Is it okay to get married if you don't want to have kids and your third cousins then?
Yeah, of course.
They're gonna have kids. They're Mormons, bro.
Listen, if you're in love, if they're in love, and if I'm engaged, I'm in love, and I find out that she's my third cousin, probably gonna go through with it.
Wes, were you kind of attracted? What did you
We
think
know
about
you
the
are.
lady? What did you
Yeah,
personally
I mean,
think about
Wes,
the
you
woman
made
in the
that
video?
clear.
What's that?
You don't need to keep saying it. We know.
What did I think about the lady?
Did you find her attractive personally?
Let me look at her again.
Put her up on mute. Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah, she's cute.
She's cute.
Would
She's
you
not-
like to have sex
I don't know
with
if
her?
she's. I don't know if she's ruined my life. Cute.
Right. That's what I'm asking you. Also, do you notice how she did the pregnant, like she's talking to a deaf
I mean,
person?
she's annoying as fuck. So no, I mean, I don't find her attractive in that way.
Okay.
She would drive me crazy. But I'm just saying, let's take your
Even
like
my
let's
grandma
take the girl that you're married to
knew
right
her
now.
his
Let's take Will's wife. Let's take Mark's wife. Let's take Kate. Let's take my Kate. We suddenly find out when you're engaged that you're your third cousin. You dropping the whole thing.
No, probably not. I guess you're right. I mean, third cousin. I guess you're right.
third cousin.
You'd look it up like
Will,
this. And
Will
you'd
and
be
I
like,
are in too deep right now.
You'd be like, all right. I guess it's technically we're only risking light retardation.
You'd all go through with it.
Well, my wife and
Well-
I don't have kids, so I guess I'm going through with it.
Yeah, Will and I are burning documents at this point. Is what we're doing.
Right? Yeah, we'd have to.
We're
we'd have to
destroying
really cover our paper
records.
trail.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to get your all's
tough.
opinions, cousin.
Well,
fucker.
I mean, like, I just feel bad for them that they found this out. This is an ignorance is bliss thing where you'd rather just be ignorant of the
It's
situation.
not, dude. It's
than
not
ever
their
find it
fault,
out.
right? Yeah, it's
Our
it's the
kids are
fucking
just a little
grandparents'
bit
fault.
slow at learning, and we have no idea why.
Hey, on the for real tip though, have you guys ever heard of this? Because I've heard of this 2 times. Will, you may have heard of this because I think this is a more southern thing, but I've heard of this 2 times. We didn't have a guy like this in
Southerners
Herndon.
definitely have a little bit
What-
more incest going. I feel.
Check this out. We didn't have a guy like this in Herndon, but there was a guy who a woman I worked with from Lake Charles, Louisiana, told me about. He was like the king dick of the walk in high school. He fucked everything, right? He was like Irby. Remember Irby? He was like Irby.
What? Irby.
Irby
I
was a
don't
guy
know
with a
who's
cool
Irby.
car from Sterling. Doesn't matter.
Irby. You know, Irby.
guy-
that was
Irby's
this cool
awesome.
guy in Sterling.
Irby.
The point is, he's like an early puberty kid. Okay, he's an early puberty kid,
Irby was
and he
pretty
had and he,
Corvette or something.
he had
Camino?
so
the
he
hell
had
is Irby?
so he had so I'll tell you about Irby later. He had so many kids, this guy, that the kids have to check to see if they're related brother sister. Like when the kid crop started getting to high school, it was like it was a thing. It was like, all right, is this person your
That makes
sister
sense.
or your brother?
It's kind of like that guy in Africa we covered. He had 100 kids. Like all those kids are probably liable.
Well, we're gonna have to hold the kid back from kindergarten because we're third cousins.
Get him out of the mix.
Well, we're all Irby's kids here. So
my family. This is a true story. My family. I got
Summer
made fun of.
school is in for this kid.
They thought I was slow because I was friends with this kid named Mike. His last name begins with an M, and we were friends. And I went up to Philadelphia to visit him, and I was like, I think my uncle lives right around here. He lives on Cherry Lane, and he was like, my uncle lives on Cherry Lane. And then I put together the same fucking last name, and I was like, holy shit, dude, we're fucking related. His his actual uncle is my great uncle. And everyone thought I was stupid that I didn't put it together soon enough. But it was.
And you
it was
knew
kinda,
him because you met him at a family
just-
function?
No, I knew him because he was
Wes'
just
mom was like, honey, I
met him at a
introduced him
party.
to you as your
Time out.
cousin a year
Everyone
ago.
thought you were a moron?
Everyone thought I was a moron. Yeah, everyone thought I was a moron.
Oh, it's Mike's stupid relative, Wes.
Like, how did you not put that together sooner? Then we went over to the house together and we're like, hey, Uncle Jerry. Hey, Aunt Carol.
We were best friends and relatives
And,
ever
like,
since.
and Uncle Jerry and Aunt Carol were like, look, Wes finally figured it out.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then
Mike,
he made
hey,
me buy
so
porn for
idiot.
him because he's a teacher and didn't want to be caught in the porn store.
Oh, good for you, Wes. You had to buy porn for him?
Yeah, because he was getting.
Well, now that you
he's
know,
a
you
teacher.
big dummy.
Well, you guys have a
Live
very
porn.
mutually beneficial friendship then.
Yeah, no, it was great.
You can
I
do
haven't
that.
talked to him in a while, but yeah, it was
could be your
hilarious. It was a
cousin.
hilarious,
Cousin
aha
Mike?
moment. Cousin Mike.
Cousin
That's
Mike.
it.
Nice.
That's it.
Well, Wes, you done with
Yeah, I am.
yours?
I think so. Yeah.
What was
I
the other
know
story you were going to do?
The other story we can mention, it was a woman who
Shout
nursed
it out, yeah.
her husband got in a car accident, had to be airlifted. The wife was like, what happened to him? Ended up, he got in this horrific car accident, was in a coma. She nursed him back to health. After like a month, he finally came to, but while he was out, she looked at his phone because she didn't want to, miss any texts from him in case he did wake up or whatever. So she had his phone. And of course, she had the phone for a little bit too long. And
He was on some JP.
He was on some. He was on some shit. He was on some dating sites. He was talking to women. She nursed him back to health, and then she regained his motor skills so that he could use his phone again. And guess what he was doing? He started cheating right away. As soon as he could use his phone again, he starts cheating on her. Yeah,
He's nothing if not consistent.
yeah. And the funniest
Was he sexting?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
sexting.
he was
a salesman, so he met up.
He's just a constant cheater.
Yeah, he had bitches in different area codes.
She nursed him back to health.
She nursed him back to health.
So he
Yeah.
could cheat again.
Yeah, she nursed him back to health so he could cheat again. And she's in North Carolina. And shout out to Luis Likes Turtles because he sent us that one.
That's
as well.
a dog.
Yeah.
Dirty dog.
And she thought that because he was just cheating out in front of her after the accident, she would go to the marriage
I'll never
counseling,
do it again, babe.
and
You
she-
saved
and
my
she'd-
life.
She'd find the shit on his phone, and then she blamed it on. She was like, "I think he got brain damage. 'cause
Traumatic
he was
brain
just
injury.
cheating out in the
Smart.
middle." Yeah.
He's such a good cheater. He convinced her that it was the injury's fault.
Yeah.
That he's always
Well,
gonna
look,
cheat on her forever.
that has happened to two people in the history of this world. Will, so it's somewhat believable.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
That you get a hit, like the guy that started
love
fucking
that she's-
it
watching
sounds to me
child
like
porn
he's-
because he
it
got a
sounds to
fucking
she is.
head injury.
Well, it sounds to me
Whoa.
like that's not true. That guy's just in child porn. It sounds to me like this guy's one of those sleep sex guys where sex omnia, where he wakes up and he's banging her. He's like, "Oh, I'm
he's
asleep.
just
I'm asleep."
Very similar, Mark. Yeah. Very convincing man, obviously. All right, fellas, let's move on to the end of the week. It's time.
It's time for the high five.
That's right. The Hive 5, DMs, VMs, comments, polls, 5-star reviews, and much, much more, including the Hive's funniest videos, which we got on tap for today. First up, 5-star reviews. This one is from Quincy Jimbo. He says, say what's up. What's up, guys? Love the show. Used to listen with a guy I worked with, but we both have new jobs now. If you could shout out Zach in Westerly Road, Rhode Island, he's a dog. Nice, Zach. Nice Zach in Westerly, Rhode Island.
Zach sounds like he gets after it.
Yeah, he does. And then Quincy Jimbo says, Wes is better than the rest of you, just like I'm sure Zach is better than you at your job, Quincy.
Damn, Quincy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Quincy.
Yeah. Good one for Wes. Next, I'd
Problem
like
is,
to say,
Wes got the least amount of dog in him. You know,
we all have a pretty good amount of dog, I'd say.
he's got a little dog in him. I'm kidding.
I'd like to say thank you to our first Golden Elbow tier Hardo Hive patrons. That's right. You saw Nick join on the show live here, but also before him, Austin and Adam. Gentlemen and scholars, all three of them. Just let us know what you need, fellas. That's how that tier rolls. Just hit us up if you ever need anything. Hoodies are already on the way as well. You
We're
get a
there.
complimentary one for joining the tier.
Yeah, you got to DM me to get that hoodie. But it's on the house.
Look, the hoodie's for a year, right? Because someone could just join for a month and get a hoodie and bounce.
Right, the hoodie is if you sign up for a full year.
Yeah. So Austin gets the hoodie.
That's
but
boom.
the golden elbow's like we'll alibi you level. You know what I mean? Like
straight up.
Whatever you need.
We know a lot about technology, and we're ready to lie for you.
Colin, Colin keeps asking this. Can I drunk call you if I upgrade? The thing about this is like we're not on your same drunk schedule, Colin. So we might be asleep.
The hours we can't guarantee hours of operation, but we can guarantee that we will get back to you and let you. I mean, if you want to leave us a drunk voicemail, we're all asleep.
Colin's like drunk at like
it
midnight Pacific time. And it's like 3 a.m. It's like
I'm not even awake, and I'm in the Pacific time zone. Pat may be awake, but maybe not.
Colin drunk called me 6 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and I couldn't pick it up. But I texted you the next day. Colin said, "Did you make it home?"
And you're not even in the Golden Elbow, Colin. So join it and see what happens. Speaking of the Hardo Hive, we've got a new Hive Island listing, fellas, that we got to talk about. This one was sent in by listeners Corey and Peter, and it's called Iguana Island in Nicaragua. It's for sale for $475,000 American. A steal. 12 miles off the coast of Bluefields, Nicaragua, with 5 acres of land, a modern 3-bedroom home, and stunning Caribbean Sea views. The island is the perfect place to escape and relax. The island has internet, TV, and other great amenities. Feels like we could figure out a way to mortgage one of these things pretty soon. I mean, that's
Did it say anything about a beach? Does it have a beach?
No, we got the
yeah, of course. I mean, it's got beaches on the side. You got
sweat equity.
You got like a dock there on it. You got a
serious
house.
question.
Serious question. 12 miles off of Nicaragua, so you know there's already no rules built in.
No rules.
Mm-hmm.
No rules. You have to get there somehow, but no rules.
But put that photo up. So you see the white caps on all around the island.
Right.
Does that mean it's rough? Does that mean it's rough seas?
Oh, it's
such
sharks,
rough
bro.
seas.
Such rough seas. But there's the
not
one
like the
side
Caribbean.
we could build a fake beach.
A
on
few
that
of
one
us
side.
might drift away, Pat, but
yeah.
Okay, I'm just safety first. Want to think about safety.
Something to
and
think
insurance.
about. I like Iguana Island. It's got, especially with the internet and the amenities. That's a really good one. Thank
and
you.
being
to
off the
Corey
coast of
Peter.
Nicaragua, no rules.
No rules at all. JJ, let's keep it international for a second. JJ sent us some of the latest news out of South Africa, and it's pretty interesting. So we're currently expecting hours on end without electricity. People are twerking for water, and a tiger is on the loose. Yeah, so in Cape Town, they're out of water, and people are twerking in the streets to get the water back. And then there's also in Joburg, that's the capital of South Africa, Johannesburg, the Sheba, the tiger, still on the loose in the city, just mauling people.
Oh, God.
Twerking in the streets, tigers in the streets, South Africa.
Why?
One of my favorite places.
I understand that tigers don't hang out in Africa, but is it that big of a deal that a big cat's on the loose anywhere in Africa?
Yeah, bro. Dude, in the
Johannesburg's
city,
a huge city.
a tiger in the city, that's
Yeah, but it's Africa.
In fact, check this out. I love South Africa so much, I got a Vuvuzuela from the South Africa.
Nerd. Oh, yeah, this is good. Ears.
Good radio.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, that's pretty, I don't know.
It is. It is kind of sweet. Well, it is kind of sweet.
Okay.
It's a sweet Vuvuzela.
Next one, we'll move on. Next one, Joseph sent us, the images. We were talking about how do girls pee. They have these products. How do they make them pee? We were talking about that.
No one
funnel.
knows. Literally, no one knows.
Pat
funnel.
Joseph knows. It's called the Shiwi. And there it
Yeah,
is.
that's it.
The original Shiwi. They got Shiwi Extreme.
The Shiwi Extreme
Flexi.
for if you take big pisses.
You got a big hole.
Joseph.
You got a big urethra.
The Shiwi Extreme for ladies that piss hard.
So if you look at it, it's like a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put
Oh,
it over
it's
your
like
vagina and just pee into it, and then it funnels.
It's just a
funnel.
dick.
Yeah.
They just
It's
gave
a
him a
vagina
dick.
funnel. Vagina dick funnel, yeah.
Upgrading your
use a
genitalia.
Folded
Yeah,
up leather.
here. Now you have a
piece.
dick.
Shiwi.
Look at all the fun colors.
Well, chicks often complain that they don't get dick.
The she-dick.
The Shiwi will give you a dick, kind of, in a way, to pee at
You know,
least.
okay, you know what the Shiwi is?
It's
though,
called the
Will?
dicker.
Is and this is old school. It's the hand grenade receptacle from getting hand grenades on Bourbon Street. Is just you just cut the grenade part off, and that's a Shiwi. I'm just putting that out there.
Pretty much, yeah, you could make a DIY on bourbon. You don't want to take your Jennies out on bourbon, too. They will fuck you up for that.
That's what
They'll
they're
get
looking
penetrated. Yeah.
Actually, though, I have seen
You'll come.
vajayjays. I have seen vajayjays bear on bourbon. You just
Someone's
don't
gonna
want to
make
take
you
a
come.
cock out.
for.
They will get-
The guys on the horseback are mainly looking for cocks. The cock.
Yeah. One time I was there during Halloween, and there was a whole row of chicks up on the balcony doing the bottomless, and it was whoa.
That's
an experience.
You know the police training where you're like they're going through the rooms and there's like a mom with a baby, don't shoot that, and there's like a criminal. They do that with dicks in Bourbon Street. The training, it's just like that guy
his ass.
You take
dick.
out a dick. And there's so many undercover cops in the crowd that if you take out your dick, like you will just get tackled within 15 seconds.
Whistles go off, and then your dick's on the ground. Dick's in the dirt.
Keeping it near New Orleans, Florida man, bonus dog, Florida man Friday story here sent in by Max. And here we go. A Florida man attempted to rob a Miami Publix store with a stapler.
How'd that go?
Classic. I got arrested.
Yeah.
Okay, you know,
It's like shooting
smart.
at people, like clicking.
Not getting that
Dan
deadly
in
weapon
Chicago.
multiplier.
Yeah,
Those things jam all the time.
they do.
Yeah, they
Wes.
do.
And they don't, unless it's like a staple gun, it's not going to shoot very hard.
Even a stable gun. You get on a stable gun isn't doing any damage either.
No, it's just going to bounce off. Dan in Chicago sent us more facts about why Starbucks sucks. So he knows that we have a vendetta against Starbucks, and we want to kick them while they're down because they're selling for $10 billion or whatever. Not only do they've got the fake tuna we've talked about, they've got fake bread. We've covered that before. It's made of yoga mat materials, and turns out they have like the most restaurants for the lowest profit of pretty much any fast food chain ever.
They got a lot of fake stuff, but they also have a lot of real issues.
Right, exactly. So they're just literally the shittiest fast food. Like they don't make any money for how many stores they have.
Yep.
I don't have a
That's why
Starbucks
they're
beef.
selling.
Subway.
Subway.
Oh, I thought
No
you
one
said,
has
okay.
no one has.
You
a
did say
Starbucks beef.
Starbucks, but we was talking about Subway.
We knew we was talking about Subway.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry.
I wasn't
Did I say
sure.
Starbucks?
I didn't even hear Starbucks.
I heard
guess
No,
Starbucks.
they partly pay my kids'
Subway.
health insurance. We're a big Starbucks show.
Starbucks is cool, man. Starbucks is fine.
Subway.
Yep.
My wife.
Subway on the
my
other
wife
hand-
loves
on the other hand.
Starbucks. I could never disown it because she would be upset. They've got fake bread and tuna, guys, and also the worst restaurants in the world. That's
That makes
Subway.
a tuna sandwich tough when you have
Subway.
fake bread and tuna. It's like
I was about to say that you're besmirching Starbucks' tuna, and all right. I'm glad we cleared it up.
Right. Yep. Cleared up. Subway. They're the ones with that's why they're selling, but we're just kicking them while they're down. Thank you, Dan in Chicago, for that. But the future of food is Walmart drones, apparently, because the top 5 drone delivered items from Walmart in the last year were great value cookies and cream ice cream pint, 2-pound
Stoned.
bag of lemons,
Stoned.
freshness guaranteed hot rotisserie chicken,
Stoned.
8.4 single can of Red Bull, and
Stoned.
paper towels.
Drunk.
how come lemons up in there? It's a bars.
Lemonade.
People getting hammered. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, also that's a great point. It's like a gag. Like there's lemons falling from the sky. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. Who's
People
buying
were
it?
confused
lemonade.
about the lemons, Mark.
Lemons
for sure.
is confusing.
Lemons is confusing.
It's heavy
But
too.
people
They're heavy.
People love lemons. Lemons are one of my favorite fruits, personally. I get it.
Everyone's got like a sore throat, or
What do you do with
it's a
lemons?
bar.
Oh, you're
put
sick.
it-
you need a lemon. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
you put
sick.
it in
That's
tea.
it. You're
You
sick.
put it in
you need
tea.
lemons and tea. Boom.
And then also all
That's it.
sorts of alcohol drinks.
yeah.
It's also the type of
So,
ingredient
drone
that
delivery.
is necessary, but you forget a lot. Lemons. Like there's definitely a lot of dishes that if you don't have lemons,
Lemons
it's gonna
and
suck.
Fish, too.
But you
Lemons,
forgot. Fuck. Yeah. It's a
Wouldn't
must.
shrimp be up there too?
I'll take lime over
Sure.
lemon all day.
Really? You're a lime over lemon all the time guy?
Oh yeah.
No way. Because you
Really?
know why? You know why? I
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Italian lemon juice from Costco. It's the best. The volcanic.
Put that poll up, Eric. It's got to be lemons, right?
Lemon
You know what I
lime
love,
juice.
Wes?
Lemon or
You,
lime.
do
You
you,
only
do you
pick
love
one.
a?
You can only have one.
tacos,
You
lime
can only
juice on a
have
taco.
one.
That's how the
You
polls
can
work.
only have one forever.
Do we have a
lemon juice or
result on
lime
Coke?
juice.
Was it
Oh, I'm
98%
doing
Coke?
lime all day.
All right, we'll get that.
Okay.
Wes,
We'll
do you
get
like
to
a
the poll
lime
results in a
lime butter sauce? Isn't that really good? A lime butter sauce?
No, I don't like a lime butter sauce. But I don't want
Yeah, no one
lemon
does.
on my. I don't want lemon on my street tacos either.
Do you like?
All right, well,
You like that? You like that lime Starburst?
okay,
Yeah,
Coke
it's the best.
75%.
I would if they had
80-20 at 75.
Oh, you know what's the best, guys? Is when you're at a stadium and it's a really hot
75,
day, and you splurge and you spend the $13 for a big novelty limeade.
Yeah,
You guys hate margaritas because that's lime.
it's true.
That's true. There's a lot, but there's so much more that lemon goes into than lime in general, I would say. So that's why I would go lemon, but we'll see what the poll results say.
Lemon ice and lemonade shuts it down.
I think you're kind of on the page.
I drink lemonade
Lemon
once
ice.
a year, maybe at a fair.
Yeah, lemonade and lemon ice.
No, if you're going to have, like, yeah.
Have you had Italian ice, bro? Lemon.
Lemon. It's always lemon. Lemon's the dominant.
You know what I like?
But
You know what I like
limes
as
are
an
great.
aperitif
For the rest of
Certain
my life,
cuisine.
no problem.
Ooh, as
Because
an
do
aperitif.
you eat all Mexican and Thai food? Because
limoncello.
Way
A
more
lime-
than I do
I
a lemon
love
pepper
limes.
sauce.
right. If you eat all Mexican and Thai food, it makes
Limoncello would be
sense. You want
disgusting.
limes, but pretty much anything else, lemons.
Gross.
Here's your limoncello, sir.
Key lime, but key lime pie is delicious.
Yeah,
key lime pie. So
Lemon
Margaritas,
meringue,
lime pie.
motherfucker.
I
Lemon meringue,
love all
motherfucker.
citrus, so I appreciate both. But lemon's the king of citrus.
How do you
by
feel
far.
about oranges, Wes?
Love oranges.
Good.
Also,
only pick one.
ceviche, lime.
Lemon's number one, and then the citrus in my book.
like
Speaking
ceviche?
of the fake food at Subway,
Lemon's
though,
in there
the
too,
Fake food at
motherfucker.
Subway.
No, it
going
isn't.
back
You're
to
an
high
idiot.
five, guys.
Forgot
We'll get the poll results. The listeners are going to settle this. Lemon or lime? Everybody vote, please, in the live chat. YouTube.com/Ceviche
ingredients.
Watch the show live.
Fish,
Lime.
shrimp, lemon.
Lemon.
You know
lemon.
you're
Ceviche
not.
is lemon.
It's
Yeah, it
not
is.
lemon. You guys
Yes,
are
it is.
insane. Ceviche is
No, it's
lime.
not. It is. It's lemon.
Okay,
Lemon, dog.
You guys you're insane. It's lime.
But you cold
lime is up.
Lime
Yeah.
is taking a
Yeah.
commanding lead.
Ceviche
Wow.
is
guys are
lime all
nuts.
day.
Yeah, these guys are idiots.
Lemon.
You
by
can put
far.
orange in
We,
there
got, we
too.
have some stupid.
We have people
listeners.
that don't cook and only drink in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
Apparently.
Coronas, bro.
There you go. Corona.
Corona?
Another good one.
You're gonna fucking. You ever heard of Mexican beer? They're so good that you literally can't
you had
have
to
them without
remove-
fucking lime.
If you had to remove lemons from your cooking would suck ass.
Yeah.
Would suck
What are you
ass.
talking about?
It would suck ass.
Oh, dude, all
Well,
your
lime
poultry
pepper
would suck.
chicken. I love a lime pepper.
if you were to take lemons away, your cooking would suck ass.
Lemon pepper has nothing to do with lemons, by the way.
What, you're gonna use lemon pepper and no lemon juice at all?
Yeah, on a chicken, no
gross.
problem.
Disgusting.
Fucking gross, bro. You're fucking gross, bro.
You guys
What
are
are you
idiots.
you're gonna like you're
Check
gonna
the
break
poll
your
again.
tongue on how
I bet it's 95-5 now.
pasty it is. All right, speaking of the fake food at Subway that we were talking about earlier, Kat and Austin let us know that Texas has introduced a bill this session called HB 1349 to prevent restaurants from selling tilapia as catfish. So I guess that's a big problem.
Tilapia and
Real good
lemon
with
go
some
together.
lemon on that.
Tilapia and lemon go together.
Tilapia is
so
a
good.
great
Yeah, the lime-
ceviche
the
with
lime
lime.
would suck on either of
Oh
those.
man,
Tilapia
lemon
and
on there?
ceviche
tilapia
lime.
and lemon, and I'm in heaven.
Catfish is definitely a lemon. Nick in Nevada let us know that California outlawed fluorescent lamps recently. For some
You ever
reason,
look at-
Gavin Newsom
You-
would have hated
you ever look
my
at an
college
ass-
department. Nothing but
You ever look
fluorescent
at an
lamps.
asshole?
What's up?
You ever look at an asshole and think, man, that asshole looks like someone just licked a lime.
No,
What?
What do you put in guacamole? Lime.
Lime. I'm sorry. Gavin Newsom said what?
You could also use. He didn't. He
you
banned
can't also use
fluorescent signs. So Michael Scott and College Me are upset. Listeners have eggs in South Carolina and the Midwest, so they're bragging about that. Good for them. Dutch Hammer has some purple sticky icky growing out in the Hard Factor treehouse.
Looks so good, dude. It looks so good.
Yeah, he's really knows how to grow that stuff out there.
Sprinkle some lemon on that. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Hammer sent me some cooking oil, and it says in the instructions, it's pretty cool. It's like you can use with.
Yeah, Ryan. Salsa needs lime. I said Mexican and Thai. If that's all you eat, sure, lime. But if you eat any other food at all, lemon.
I mean,
Here's a great one. The shitty car is a lemon. I don't know why.
yeah, that's true. Point to lime on that. one.
Lemons are superior. I mean, the poll results will not change my mind. You guys
Yeah,
are like
they also
Pepsi
say
people.
if you have lemons, make lemonade because
They say if you have limes, make margaritas.
no, they
All
don't.
right, we'll get
Do
the
they
poll
say
results
that?
at the end.
Do they say that
we'll
down
get
in
the poll
Florida?
results at the end.
Yeah. Jimmy Buffett said that.
We're retired.
guys-
Jimmy Buffett's also on Jeffrey Epstein's list. Wes.
Hey guys, how do you
What did I just
say?
say?
How do you say this country that's spelled Laos?
Oh, I know the
Laos.
answer. I would have said Laos. Would have said Laos, but that's not correct.
Well, we all kept saying Laos the other day on a show. We got in trouble because listener Xavier's girlfriend let us know that the S in Laos is actually silent, so it's Lao. It's a silent S.
Yeah.
Insane, right?
Like if you're trying to make fun of how they talk.
No, you
No,
you
that's
do
how
not
they
say
talk.
the S. It's Lao. We were saying it wrong. We were like insulting them the whole time.
Dude, the government officials call it Laos. Every time I hear them referring to Lao,
Well, they're
they say
wrong.
Laos.
Wes, they're wrong.
wrong.
It's Lao. Lao. We got it from a local. She said we're not allowed to say the
Google
S.
translate
Also,
it.
Wes, speaking of you, update
Lao.
on trans caninism. And the girl who said, she said she would abide by the poll results and stop banging dogs because people were like, yeah, stop banging dogs. It's gross. And then she was like, you know what? I can't do it. She said, I'm wifey goals. And now her name is at a naughty princess, but naughty is Knotty. I'm wifey goals. And now that other girls have been messaging me and telling me that they're also like me, bang their dogs, I am going to make it normal for girls to have sex with dogs. I think this is the best way to stop women from cheating on their men or unwanted teen pregnancies. I will say.
Oh,
this.
yeah. We're totally cool with you getting railed out by your dog, lady. Yeah.
Troll or
That's
not, right?
That's, yeah.
Troll or not, right? I feel like she's a troll, right?
What's her ad again?
Has to be.
I think she really fucks dogs.
Wes, it's so hard. I looked through it today. It's very hard to tell.
Did you look at the high school photos of her?
I haven't gone a deep dive. She claims that she was going to abide by this poll where she put up a poll like, should I bang my dog or not? People were like, no. And so she was like, oh, I hate it, but I'll stick with it. And then this week, today, actually, as we're Thursday, right before we tape the show, she posted that saying, nope, back to it. I'm dogs all the time now.
Yeah, she was like, but all my dogs identify as humans. Haha, loophole. I fuck with dogs still. The natives are the Lao people, Lao. It's the Lao public PDR, whatever, and they all pronounce it Lao, and the English people pronounce it with an S, and they think they're stupid for doing that.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, the people of Lao thought we were dummies for saying it with the S, so we needed to drop the S.
It's like Nevada.
Exactly.
It's exactly like that.
Exactly. People in Nevada, they know that you don't know how to say it if you say Nevada, just like the people of Lao. Apparently. Also, related trans caninism, not really, but just, other communications with women who are going through some things. Follow along.
She's
with
got
our
some balls on her, like being so
video
brazen about fucking her dog. What's wrong with her?
But I think that's why I think she's a troll, Mark, because it's a crime.
She's got some balls on her. She should be ashamed.
Guys, but she posted photos with her parents. With her parents, saying, for those of you guys who think I'm a troll, here's a graduation photo of me, high school or college, mom and dad, sitting there smiling.
This dog dick.
Yeah, sucking dog dick.
Does this look like a troll?
She's not.
Yeah, she went to Pink Rocket University.
She just keeps posting pictures of her dogs and saying that she's doing it. I think it's really a provocative thing. I think it's a provocative thing to get people onto her OnlyFans. But maybe, who knows? I don't know. And to follow along with some other sexy new news, join patreon.com/hardfactor, pop the clutch tier and higher, and you can hear us video chat and text message with female inmates, incarcerated inmates. We found out how to do it. And if you're interested in that, it is very
How expensive is it? 9 cents a text?
It's $1 a stamp, I think.
How much are we in?
Oh, wait, no, $10 for 30 stamps,
we have
right?
a few different methods. And
we're $80 in.
We're
It's not free.
$80 in a week.
It's not free.
Not even a week.
Well,
We got
hold on.
scammed out of 20.
We got scammed out of 20?
Yeah. Some of them are scared. We're figuring it out, but that's why you got to join Patreon.com.
We're splashing in the chips.
How did we?
You can find
how did
out
we get scammed out of
for
20?
yourself. Oh, Mark.
Fucking Michael Farnsworth.
Michael Farnsworth.
Hey, Cincy MC, shout out, just up their pledge to the Golden Elbow.
Ooh, Golden
So shout
Elbow.
out
That's
Cincy
right.
MC.
That's what I'm talking about. Join the Golden Elbow. Also,
Nice. That's going
talk
straight to women inmates.
Yeah, it is.
Also, talk to you. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that. You're gonna enjoy that,
Dude. If you're a lonely guy, get on JPay.
Discord only, too. The lowest if you're not in.
Yeah,
get on JPay.
The penis
now.
rock guys. The penis rock guys should be on JPay.
I agree, Pat. I think that the inmate thing is got legs.
It's
for some-
gold,
for
right?
some
It's
dudes
gold.
some dudes that need a pen pal. Okay. Let's move on. Hive's funniest videos. We should be ending the show. We're just starting this. So thank you to all who submitted. It gets bigger every week somehow. 22 finalists this week out of maybe hundreds of submissions. But I've only picked out a few to play on the first pass. As usual, I'll read what we got, and you guys can request any of the other ones that I didn't play. So too many listeners to name.
We got to get our pen out. We got to get because last week there were so many. By the time we got to the
it's
end,
a lot of submissions.
Yeah, so everyone get their pens, their pen, and their pads out. Write down what you like.
Okay.
Write down what you like. So too many listeners to name about submitted stuff on this topic. And you know what topic I'm about to talk about. They sent in about 100 different Megan the Cop memes, which I didn't load. I don't want to show you all because you've probably seen a lot of them, but they are all hilarious. But almost everybody also sent in this video of Megan.
face on that bull.
A lot of limes at that party, I'll tell you.
Ride the bull.
Oh yeah, lime
And
central
lemonade.
right there. Megan obviously knows how to ride.
Can we get someone with skills to Photoshop Officer Pal's face on the front of that bull?
That would be pretty great.
Yeah.
That would be a great video. Not only that, but we have a listener who will go unnamed in this segment. This is way better than memes, which is why I didn't show him to you. Whose brother is on the force in Laverne, Tennessee, and rumor is there are at least 8 officers who are hitting it at gangbang parties while the husband watched. And now she is. That's the rumor on the street in the town.
Jedediah watched.
Well, yes. And now she's being
while
offered,
he watched and touched.
and he liked, yeah, probably. And now she's being offered $10,000 to do a strip show in Nashville. Who knows?
Coming in.
Yeah, I mean, dude, who knows how many like dudes in Nashville now want to turn tricks with her, like be her Johns.
He's like, honey. He's in the corner. He's like, honey, I'm close. Get Pal in here.
It's starting to look like a business decision.
Bring in the hammer.
I
No,
always
Will,
finished
at least.
that.
It was never
Well,
a business
she's-
decision at first.
No, shh.
Well,
She
now
put a
it's
gun to her.
become one.
She put a gun to her
become
head
one.
and
was a nympho decision.
pulled the trigger.
Well, the guys aren't going to do anything. Pal could get into porn, maybe, but the other guys are just fired, and she's going to actually make money off of it because now
Pal
she
can do
turn
whatever he
tricks
wants.
for a lot
OnlyFans.
of money. Okay, thank you, listener Colin, aka the Top Beta. He sent us an important dolphin public safety announcement from his oil rig out in the Pacific Ocean.
Okay. So the key to survival is make sure to wear your life jacket whenever you go overboard the ocean.
Yep.
But always carry around a rape whistle in case a dolphin or a seal is nearby. That way you know no moleste. You know, you go like, then they won't rape you.
It's good.
Fair enough.
Good info to know. All right. Dolphins
windy out there.
Seals, horny. All right.
What is he doing?
Keep that
Stay
in mind,
safe out
everybody.
there, Colin.
Keep that in mind, everybody, when you go out.
He got one of those
real
coworkers
windy.
to film that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's
I
all
loved
good.
it. Loved this.
Hey, I
place.
got it. Okay.
He needs a bigger life vest.
Well, that was part of the joke. He was wearing tiny clothes. Colin's 6'5". He's a big man. He needs a bigger life jacket. Corey, speaking of Colin, who's from Bakersfield, California. Corey, I don't know if they're from Bakersfield, but they sent us a video of a mountain biker in Bakersfield getting destroyed by a bull.
Oh, play it again from the beginning.
That's a
It goes big.
bull, dude.
So there's this trail,
It's not a cow. They're warning the people.
bike trail.
No,
bikers going
bro.
by. Yeah.
You guys.
Bull's pissed.
Yeah. Here comes an idiot.
God.
Here comes an idiot. Here comes an idiot. Oh! And hospital.
How are you going to bike right at a bull?
What an idiot.
It's standing in the trail.
It's like the worst version of American Gladiators when you run through the
What do you not see
thing at
it?
the end.
There's people on the side of the road
Eliminator.
filming, yelling you to not go close to the bull, and people just keep biking right into it, getting crushed by the bull. Pretty incredible stuff.
They weren't yelling loud enough. They were filming that shit. Like, it's a
Yeah.
bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to see
Not a
it.
cow.
It's not a friendly cow.
It's a bull. You're
You
going
know
to get
they wanted
crushed.
to see that happen. Yeah. Drew,
They
listener
got
Drew.
exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Beautiful video. I mean, tough for those bikers.
Those fucking bastards.
It's
Tough for those
that's a
bikers,
$5
but-
million video.
Yeah. It's not a cow. You know, bikers they annoy people, so people tend
They
to
put that
those
in
videos
post.
do good when bikers.
Yeah, they probably did, Mark.
They put that in post. They're just filming.
Cut out there
never
laughing.
Warned anybody.
Yelling.
Yeah.
They cut out. Go for it.
It's a cow, is what they were saying. And they-
Yeah, he's totally
It's a
chill.
nice cow.
He's not. He's the nice one.
That would be
That's a
funny if
petting
they were doing
cow.
that. I think it was what Wes said. It was like the people that filmed that that dad hitting their daughter, where they were like pretended to yell at the end, like, "Hey, don't do that," you know, but like they were filming it the whole time. Okay, listener Drew sent in the full story on Michael Chili Dog. That I forget his last name here, but Michael the Chili Dog.
Oh, that's a good
Castleberry,
nickname.
right?
I would have called him Chili Dog if you hadn't told me.
Yeah, so this guy, he's the one who did the viral video of chugging while playing a solo. A lot of people tagged us, said he looks like a Hard Factor member. Well, sad news for
It's
the
a little
chili
offensive.
Dog. Oh, I don't know. The video is incredible. I'm not going to play it unless you guys want me to.
He's
but
a mix of
He's a little heftier.
Michael's chili dog's on a different level.
Looks like if the Hard Factor boys all married third cousins and had a child.
right.
Chili dog's on a different level, man. Yeah, I'll take
Chili
a good
Dog
ribbing.
Shreds.
But
You guys haven't seen his video of him shredding? It's incredible.
Don't trying to put us on the level with Chili Dog, motherfucker.
Dude, the chili, yeah, but once you see his skills, you can understand why. The chili dog has got some skills.
I'll take a lot, man.
All right, I'm pulling up the chili dog video then. I gotta pull up the chili dog.
Saying we look like Chili Dog. It's a bridge too far.
Right. Fine. The chili dog gets played then. Here we go. I didn't want to do it, but here we go. Sadly, though, the chili dog, he got a DUI after what you're about to see. Soloing.
Chugging the beer.
Shoves it down.
Doesn't use the beer to help the red.
That's the chili dog, my friend. He uses it as a slide. I never even finished it.
Yeah, he's sliding with the beer.
That's a local bar, Tootsie's.
Yeah.
That's
in Tennessee,
That's in
Nashville.
Texas. Oh, it is.
Nashville.
Oh, there's a Tootsie's there's a Tootsie's out
happened
on
in
Broadway.
71.
That's on Broadway.
Chili dog is talented.
Yeah, the chili dog's the man. That's why people were saying he's like a Hard Factor guy.
Yeah.
Saying he's
Yeah, it's totally because he shreds, not because of what he looks
yeah,
like.
because he shreds. Anyways, he got a DUI sadly after that. So
Yeah, big
he
time.
said
No, he's like a Hard Factor guy because he shreds.
yeah, he shreds and then he got in trouble.
Not because he looks like he got hit in the face with a shovel.
Many say we look
Chili
like
dog.
him. Many say we look like him, guys. Others, like GA baseball guy says we all look like Tom Segura in a hat and sunglasses.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm in.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Maybe we're a mix of Chili Dog and Tom Segura.
Sure, if you do a face morph of Chili Dog and Tom Segura.
All right. Rick Holt sent in several good videos this week. I've got options for you guys. Tell me which one you want. I'll load it later. He sent a new breed of dog that Wes needs to be aware of. Very scary.
Intriguing.
A Biden time about the Golden State Warriors. Crocodile that eats a fish on the line in Australia, or Aussie teens terrorizing boaters with their jet skis. So let me know.
Oh man, new dog or jet skis.
Yeah,
What's the tone? What's the tone of the teens? Are the teens, are they saying things as they're?
Oh, they're aggressive teens.
I think.
But can we hear what they're saying?
I've seen the crocodile fish. It's not that cool.
Okay.
I don't know what the Biden. Yeah, I think teens is the move.
Teens. Wes's greatest fear. Teens.
Jet skis.
Well, teens
Here we
and
go.
pit bulls. Yeah.
I'm going to load the teens and the pit bull because I think you need to. Well, it's not a
Dude,
pit bull. But I think
teens
you
with
need to
pit
see
bulls?
This breed. Here's the
Teens
teens.
with pit bulls.
Whoa, that's aggressive. That's fucked up.
Voters on Victoria's Mornington Peninsula have been left terrified after jet ski hoons were spotted terrorising passengers south of Melbourne. Caught on camera, one rider was seen toying with teenage girls, nearly crashing into their boat before speeding away.
Damn.
It's pretty scary. If he could just lose control, don't know what can happen.
We moved away to get away from him, and then he kept following us.
We're sort of at our limit now. We need the state government and the minister to step up and make sure that the water police are actively resourced
Where
so
were the
that they
water
can control
police?
the bay here.
A jet ski crash in the same spot left a man with serious
Unbelievable.
injuries on Saturday.
Dude,
They need to do their jobs.
this is the ultimate version of kicking up ice at the skating rink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just spraying them with their jets.
It's a hockey stop. He hockey stopped into
Yeah.
their boat.
Yeah.
He's flirting.
Yeah, it's great. So those were the
It's hot.
Aussie teens. Here, Wes, is the breed of dog that you need to be aware of. It's called a Cane Corso.
Oh, I know what King Corsos are. Yeah. They're
Well, are you
huge.
scared? You should be. Check it out.
Are they strong?
Bruce Wayne. Is he Cane Corso? That's a big How much does he weigh? Look at his head next to that dude's head. Imagine breaking into that house and that demon comes for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude.
161 pounds.
Of muscle. That's like a tiger.
They're just not as agile as pit bulls, from my understanding. But they are.
But if they
Trust
get,
me, I'm well
if
aware.
they get near you.
I'm well.
So,
Oh
Wes,
yeah,
you're
you're
saying
fucked.
you would outlaw a pit bull, but not that dog? That dog's clearly more dangerous.
Well,
Is
not
there a
according to
famous
stats,
use
Will.
of that dog?
There's not that many of that dog, so
There are plenty of cane corsos
You have to do
around.
per dog injuries.
Yeah. No, cane corsos are nothing to be fucked with, but I just don't hear about them killing kids all the time.
That's because
it feels like they could really easily.
Oh, they could.
I got to tell you,
absolutely.
I got to tell you,
kill adults.
Is a cane corso that's the big dog from Big Dog's clothing brand, right? Maybe is that what it is?
No, Big Dog is a
It's an Italian Mastiff is what the cane corso is. Italian breed of Mastiff.
But the Big Dogs
Italian
it's
Mastiff
the
is-
white and black one and it's got floppy ears.
Yeah, Italian Mastiff.
an Italian breed of Mastiff.
Is that like a sheepdog? The Big Dogs? Is that like?
Do you
what-
remember
it's like a
Big
type
Dogs?
Yeah, I remember
was
Big
wa-
Dog. But Big Dogs is like a sheepdog or like a mountain dog of some sort. Like
Who was
'cause
wearing
it's like
Big
big,
Dogs?
Saint
It's
Bernard.
like big with floppy ears. It's black.
Nerds
and
are
white.
It was the
wearing
St.
Big
Bernards. Dude, Big Dogs was the fucking worst, bro. Let's be
Stay on
Nerds are
the
in
porch if you don't want to run with the Big Dogs.
Dude, cane corsos apparently are the current #1 breed in Delaware.
Wow. You got to watch out if you're in Delaware. Okay, moving on. Intern Jackson sent us a video about how Ewoks are actually speaking Filipino. Pretty interesting. Kyle sent us this video of a Florida father just ripping a J and doing some curls.
What is he doing? Look at him.
It's Will.
Yeah.
Weed works out.
Oh, he's got a wrestler body, man. That's a wrestler body.
Yeah. You think?
Getting swole, getting high,
In the morning.
get a quick pump in.
He's got to hit the pool in a bit.
This is the dream, dude.
Yeah, Florida man. Happy Florida Man Friday.
Why? But why does he?
ready to lay
Why does
out.
he have the light up palm tree?
Because it's awesome.
I guess Florida. It's Florida. He loves partying. And
He wants to have some
Nighttime
fun.
partying.
Yeah.
He's a little hungover. Sorry, the palm
That
tree's
guy's
still turned on.
full of limes.
Yeah, so many. He's voting lime on the poll for sure.
Yeah.
Thomas sent us a funny Meghan Markle burn. Phil Wan sent us Charles Barkley talking about guys banging on him. Flaming Hot Trick sent us a video about a cheese sandwich or a hand job. Mitch sent us one of a butt sniffer in a restaurant line. Connor, Dan, and Gizmo Damas sent some Biden time flip-flops on immigration
Stop,
and
Will.
law school credentials. And also his role in protecting J.P. Morgan from the Epstein lawsuit in the Virgin Islands recently. That's where Epstein comes back. And instead of those, since those are more controversial, let's watch one of a deep fake Biden time talking about Chief Keef, sent in by Jim, Hard Factor Jim.
Telling me, always in the barbershop, Chief Keef ain't about this, Chief ain't about that. My boy BD on the fucking Lamron on them. They say that nigga don't be putting in no work. Shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas ain't no shit. And all y'all fuckers talking about Chief Keef ain't no hitter, Chief Keef ain't this, Chief Keef a fake. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't live with that nigga. Y'all know that nigga got caught with a ratchet, shooting at the police and shit. Nigga been on probation since fucking I don't know when. Motherfucker, stop fucking playing him like that. Them niggas all savages out there. If I catch another motherfucker talking sweet about Chief Keef, I'm fucking beating their ass. And so I'm not playing no more.
Bro,
That is amazing.
Great
they
deep fake.
They are talking too much shit about Chief Keef out there.
I could listen to
They really
Biden
are.
defend rappers all day long. That was
Lots of good
insane.
Biden deep fakes coming out these days.
Dude, did you guys see the fucking Biden video drop the other day from like back when he was for his first bald? Like Biden used to be a 3/4 bald guy. For some,
Is it the one where he's like, I have a higher IQ than you?
Yes.
I guarantee
that was
I have
one
a
of the
higher
ones that was
IQ than
sent
you,
in,
and I
yeah.
finished top of the class.
Lots of very
PhD.
bad videos sent in.
where
That
he
was
just
fun.
lies. He's Santos
Yeah, he
level
lied.
lies.
He's a
He
politician.
was Santosing that entire video.
He's been a politician for 75 years. He's lied a lot. He's lied about 1 billion times every year.
Not a
Yeah,
left
what
or
is
right
that?
thing. He's an old.
What is
he's,
that?
He's an old
what
politician.
kind of dog is that? It's like a sheepdog or something.
No, that's like a Beethoven.
Saint Bernard.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Saint
the same-
Bernard. Saint Bernard. That's it, Wes.
Big dogs.
Big dogs.
That's a Beethoven.
Butt sniffer,
All right,
Will. Butt sniffer. Butt sniffer.
Dude, the butt sniffer
Oh,
one's
yeah,
awesome.
well, I'll load that up. But first, Gizmo Damas also sent us this gem from Subway Creatures. Watch that while I load the butt sniffer.
I'm gay. I'm gay.
Saying I'm gay?
I'm gay. Gay in a happy way. What you think the other way? Not gay in that way. Cause gay means happy and happy means gay. Gay. Come on. Gay. Cause gay means happy and happy means
Gay.
gay. Gay.
Come on, play along, people.
What does he have in his pockets?
If I'm gay in a happy way, why I want to go to McDonald's?
Have it your way.
For a Happy Meal?
I want my Happy Meal.
Oh, he's got underwear on his head too.
I want my Happy Meal.
He's abusing that ukulele, man.
Yeah, it looks like he just stole all of his props from a child and then went on the subway.
That's kind of good. It's sick.
He's
That's
like
the kind of
he's dollar store Jack Black.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, well, he's homeless.
That's
Jack
a good
Black.
call.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Subway Jack Black. Yeah.
He's not so tenacious D.
He's the type of Jack Black you can get from a vending machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here's the one from Mitch you guys requested, the butt sniffer in a restaurant line.
Yeah,
Hold on.
take a close look.
Oh my gosh! He is!
See it?
Top left. Top
He
left.
is!
No.
Is he doing what I think he's doing?
It's so
Restart it.
He's like, hold on.
Top left.
Oh my gosh!
He just backs up to her and sniffs her butt.
He is!
Security can't put it.
Is he doing what I think he's doing?
Let's see if he does it one more time.
Oh my god.
This guy's such a creep. He's just
Kids on
Wait,
around.
no, don't do it again. Don't.
Went for
Chris, come on, do something.
Kid almost.
What the fuck? He's a fucking psycho.
Dude, he got a whiff.
Do something, little kid. Fight for
What
your
was
mom.
he doing?
He's like sniffing their ass.
sniffing butts.
How does Chris not notice?
The Chris or the little
Chris!
kid.
This is people back in the back a couple years ago at a restaurant, and they were watching the guy in front deal with seeing a dude at Fazoli's. Yeah, seeing a dude go up behind this mom and just put his nose straight to her ass, straight to her yoga pants.
That ass.
Take a big ass whiff.
Pretty
Pretty
disgusting.
disgusting.
Through the Italian food. He had to get
That guy should have been charged with a crime. That's got to be
No,
a
that's
crime, right?
That's a
very
crime.
natural.
That's a crime. No,
Oh,
that's
not a
crime.
crime.
If that's a crime, if I've ever seen a crime, that's a crime.
Why
You
do
can't go
dogs
up
do
to
it?
somebody's ass and just because they're dogs. We're humans. You can't. That's not.
I mean,
we're
but there's got to be
close.
something to it. There's got to be something to
Sure.
it, you know?
You think that's what he says when he gets caught? I'm a dog.
Identify people. Identify their
Why'd I do it? That's why I did it. Why do you
Don't
think
put
I
me
did
in
it?
a don't put me in a cage though.
Yeah.
I'm an off leash dog.
Okay, guys. We got fishes up. Kyle W sent in the human pig experience. Would you guys pay for this? People pay £1,200 to live like pigs.
What is going on? This is a sketch comedy thing.
Yeah.
This is a sketch.
Yeah, the photography's too good.
The people are dressed like pigs and rolling around in shit.
It is. It's classic.
Thank you. Have a lovely day.
It was done by.
I was first recommended the spa by a friend in the city. I wasn't sure at first, but this will be my 6th retreat. Honestly,
6th time like a pig. That's a sketch.
Yeah, that's good.
They dress like pigs and do pig shit.
Hello.
Yeah, would you guys pay the £1,200?
Yeah, we just sort of give them. Well, what would give them?
Okay, it's a good sketch though.
Yeah. It's
okay. Aaron and Timothy.
6th retreat.
$1,200 is too cheap. That's how you know it's not real.
Aaron and Timothy sent us the pranksters behind the BBC porn phone. Check it out. So these dudes actually filmed themselves pranking the BBC.
On the TV.
Yeah, there's only ready, Tommy. 7 points off. Sorry, they would be if they won the game in hand. They'd be 7 points off.
They'd already
But they
filmed
have shown in recent
planting the
seasons,
phone
although
though
they don't play
on
like
set.
it now. Look, they can go on and run, and he will get players
Guys
back
watching
fit.
the
But
BBC.
I am really surprised. This
Bring it.
doesn't look like a team that I think can win the game. I don't think there's enough experience. In it.
It's ring. Can you move it, Tommy?
Surely, with an FA Cup winners only.
It worked.
So the ringtone was porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ringtone was porn.
That's
They
awesome.
planted the
Loud
phone in
porn
there.
noises.
Yeah.
Ring it again. Ring it again. Ring it again.
How'd they plan it?
They planted it on the
They
set.
taped
It was like an old. Remember were you on that show? It was an old phone. They taped it onto the set,
Like the
and then these
Godfather
dudes-
style with the gun behind the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
They had access. How'd they get access to the set?
It was
One
like
of them had
way
access.
before. It showed them in the
Okay.
stadium when it was empty. They came in. Maybe they did like a stadium
hilarious.
tour or
It's
something.
like a club. It's a club room.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. So they go into the room where they're going to do the BBC show, and they planted the phone. Fantastic prank.
Genius.
Fantastic prank.
Ring
Dalton
it
sent the
again.
full Google list of what the Massachusetts wife killer did. It's even worse than what I said on the podcast. Big Fudge sent a kayaker who got taken for a ride by a shark. Pretty funny video. Al Green sent some very horny gray whales. Very impressive. Massive penises on the gray whales, I got to say, guys. But I didn't download all of those, or I can play them for you. Who's the Hive's funniest video of the week?
Chief Keef Biden for me.
Yeah, that was pretty excellent. That was the laugh out
Yeah,
loud
that's some shit I do like.
Yeah, that's great. So that was a Hard Factor. Jim, thank you for submitting that one, Jim. That was, I also thought, the funniest of all the Biden clips that were submitted. Yes, there's a lot of clips of him being a completely hypocritical asshole in the past, but that is hilarious.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So let's move on to the voicemails as soon as I can load them up here. And
who's still riding with us live, man? That's awesome.
Wow. Yeah, the show goes
dogs.
on. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Gavin. Leaving a voicemail. I apologize. I cannot get this file to send through the email, which I know you prefer. Question.
What the fuck?
What are your thoughts about the idea of buying your childhood home from your parents, whether you live there for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years? Do you think it's weird? Think about how, like on The Office, where Jim bought his parents' house and he and Pam lived in it together. If that was your life, could you do it? Do you think that you would immediately start like remodeling? Just curious as your thoughts on that one. Okay, have a great day. A great fucking day.
Thank you, Gavin. What do you guys think?
In this economy?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I'll ever own a home, so that's
It's
not
totally
weird to me.
normal.
It's
Yeah,
a good
totally
deal.
not
Yeah.
weird. Not weird.
Totally normal.
Yeah.
Our buddy just did it. Our buddy just did
And,
it
yeah,
in
and-
a house we parted in, and
Our
it's great.
faces are still painted on the basement wall. We love
you're
that
right.
house.
We are on the mural, but more than that, buddy. We have several buddies that did it back
They
home.
made it a little bit weird in The Office. I agree. They made it a little bit weirder than it needed to be in The Office.
Yeah, some places have very unaffordable real estate, and especially in places like that, it's a great way to keep it in the family. So nothing weird about it at all.
Nope.
Remodel though for sure. Don't keep
Go
the
for it,
same
Gavin.
exact fucking decorations, obviously. But yeah. Okay. Next voicemail.
What's up, boys? This is Joe, Amazon manager from Akron, Ohio. We up calling in because it's playoff football time, and I gave you all my picks last year. Last week I went 1 for 5 in picks, so do with this information what you will.
Well then, Joe,
Got
come on.
Bounce back week.
Jags plus 8.5. Giants
Joe, what
plus
are we doing here?
7.5.
Jags, Giants.
Bengals plus 5.
All the dogs.
49ers minus 4. Fade me. Fade the fuck out of me. I'm losing all of my bets. Bestiality is rape. Okay, love you all. Have a
Bestiality
great
is rape.
fucking day.
Yes.
Fade.
Everything but the Niners. Bengals might cover, but I don't know. A lot of
Jags
people
are
saying the
gonna
Bills will
win.
smash. Jags
You
win
think
straight
the
up.
Jags
Wow,
are gonna
you're with
win,
them
huh?
on that. Don't like that one. Okay, Chiefs probably got a nice rest on that bye week. All right, let's play the next one.
Boys, it's Colin from California. Also known as Top B, Top Beta. Let's go. Quick question. I need to figure this situation out because this is something as a Top B, I don't think that like other people can understand this the way that I can understand this. So you know how companies test out their products on animals and on humans? I need to understand, where do companies that sell rape whistles test their products out on?
Two Colin
We need to
bits on the
figure
show,
this out.
both
That way
rape
we can
whistles.
Stop it.
Well, it's a
and
callback.
Stop these rape whistle companies.
Big rape whistle week for him.
We're giving him a
destroying
callback?
Destroying our inner city.
He set it up to call it back.
But
Come
just
on,
let me
with
know,
two
where do
Colin
you think
bits
that
on the
rape
show.
whistle companies test their products
Come
out?
on.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you,
couldn't hear
Colin,
him 'cause
but
Pat was talking.
It didn't matter.
He wants
It
to know
didn't
where
fucking
rape whistles
matter.
are tested.
He shouldn't have
Is
two
it-
bits on the show.
Is it tested on dolphins and seals, or is it tested on homeless people?
Pull up, Eric. Guess what they're gonna say?
Oh shit.
I'm
Jeez,
kidding.
That's
Love you,
that's
Colin.
mean at the end of the
I'm
show.
not.
Here we go. Last
I'm
one.
teasing Colin. I'm teasing Colin. But 2 bits. Come on.
Hey, boys, it's your favorite South Jersey mailman podcast.
It was Colin.
Calling in to tell you guys are doing a great job. Don't let the haters, get to you.
Especially you,
Mark,
Colin.
talking
Don't let
you
them
get
get
a
to
little upset sometimes. It's okay. I also want
I'm
to call
over
and
that.
give a shout out to another Hardo Hive member, the best mailman in South Jersey, Callahan. He won the championship in his fantasy league by a very narrow margin. And now his 49ers are going against, well, his and Wes's 49ers
right.
are going against my Dallas Cowboys.
Oh.
And all I got to say is that, fuck the rest of you for hating on the Cowboys. Have a great fucking day, boys.
Well, he might like my comment earlier in the show because I'm rooting for the Cowboys after they vandalized that dude's art exhibit.
Cowboys fans.
Yeah, go
I
Cowboys.
like Stephen A. Smith's comment about how if there was a nuclear strike that went off, all that would be left is cockroaches and Cowboys.
Plus, I'd prefer the Eagles. That's true. I prefer the Eagles to play the Cowboys, not the Niners in the NFC Championship game. Oh, yeah.
Colin, it's all love
here
for Pat.
Colin's like the Tennessee cock husband.
Sounds like it, Colin. Yeah, sounds like
Colin
he's
is
loving on
really
you.
taking it.
Okay, poll results real quick before we go. How long will George Santos last? 1 to 3 months is the favorite at 35%. Never at 24%. That's great. We'll see how that one comes out. Okay, which
25
last
years.
meal you eating? Pat's won. Pat, you won the tiebreaker. We tied on the show.
Check
you
it
won
out.
The
I got
poll.
bumped up from 5% to 11% because people started thinking nachos and margaritas.
Wes's blue crabs sink to last.
Yeah, well, that's a stupid meal. Messy.
You ever had blue crabs with a little bit of lime on them?
It's tough. Well, Wes got a great
I
win
don't put
earlier
lemon on either.
with the review that said he's better than all of us.
Amateur.
It's true.
Oh, lime 76%. You guys are insane.
Yeah,
no way.
there you go.
Fucking insane. They're not
lemon
thinking
all day. You guys are insane.
They're not thinking.
Okay. Who is crazier? The Utah murderer's family still supporting him, or the guys who prayed to the penis-shaped rock? The murderer family won that in spades.
Time out. Before we move on, Walmart proved it. It's 2 pound bags of lemons. That's the most popular item in the world, not limes. You guys are just being weird.
They didn't order limes. Okay, next one, last one. Professor tells you to watch gay porn. You top 2 answers: 32% report him and drop the class. 25% lie and say you did. Only 8% are just walking through with the instructions on that one. Okay, that was it. Comments. We realized a little too late that Instagram put a new time limit on Reels again. Sorry to all the angry commenters. And thank you
Pat's
to all.
Reel was the best.
I love it.
Yeah, it was
I love
awesome.
it.
And thank you to all the commenters who have been reporting when our sketches get stolen and reposted to other accounts like
made a
Wes's
friend.
Prison by the Pool video. It's helping us a lot. And with that, it's time to spin the wheel for the high five.
Wait,
and
Eric, you want me to
Monday
put up that shirt that you got
Florida
there?
Man
The
Friday.
Florida Man?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, it's looking good. It's in store.hardfactor.com.
Check that out.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Fluorescent signs, illegal in California, not in
Not
Florida.
special. Yeah, get in there. Available now.
That's nice.
Support the show. All right, wheel time. This is for next week's High
next
Five.
week.
This is a cinematic. It's called Fire on Fire in honor of Alec Baldwin.
High five.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to take
Awesome,
myself
which is
off
shocking.
because I'm off Monday's show.
You got a wedding?
Can you mute it and can I sing this part? Can you just mute it?
I don't know how to
Yeah.
mute it. Oh wait, okay. I'll mute my.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know.
Hang on. Okay, ready?
Wouldn't you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express? Don't you know we're riding on the Marrakesh Express on our way to Marrakesh? Rest in
I've
peace.
got your coffee.
Rest in
on
peace.
Monday.
Mr. Crosby.
Yeah.
That's right. R.I.P. David Crosby?
David Crosby left us. Yes. Sad. Well, he was 87, and that guy freebased cocaine in pretty much every park in America.
he had a full life. It's just sad that he's gone. He's a great
and then later in life, Melissa Etheridge started just using his seed. He was getting studded out later in life to lesbians. So it's not that sad.
Really?
very
Started out the
talented.
lesbians?
Oh yeah, bro. So he's the father of so many lesbians.
How do we get into that?
Similar to Chili Dog, the guy can play.
We're not talented enough, but I'm sorry. We get studded out to lesbians.
Chili Dog's next.
Yeah, that's his future. All right. How to support the show, as we've said all show. Sign up for the Hive Hour and Florida Man Friday bonus podcast on our our Discord server at patreon.com/hardfactor. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Pods if you want to hear it read back on Friday. Store.hardfactor.com for all of the newest teas. The comfort, so good. But most importantly, have a great fucking weekend.
See y'all.